That's me.
I can't
AI?
even.
My God.
There's a DJ YVM3 who doesn't show up to their set. Like they play the set and there's no DJ at the booth.
Crazy. A lot of people are just like the dollar guy, you know, and like those, like, you know, like it's cool, like it's an achievement to be recognized in that way. But like those people didn't also come to my set.
Hey guys, welcome back to the I'm Peaking podcast. Question of the day: what is your biggest regretful experience at a rave / festival? I'll go first. Don't worry. Last year, Okeechobee. And if you've watched, I'm just going to end it there. If you watched previous episodes, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch previous episodes.
If you know, you
Jana's
know.
episode specifically.
Go watch Jana's episode. Yeah, Jana with an A at the end. Anyone else like to chime in?
What was it?
Most regretful.
Mm-hmm. Somebody else go home. I got to think about it.
Oh,
if we're talking about shows also, I already know what Mickey's is.
Oh my God.
I know what Mickey's is too.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, watch that same episode.
No, I think you should tell everyone.
I'm
Mickie.
just the preface. Joyride of was it last year?
No, it was like 2 years. It was like 2 years ago.
Oh
Mickie.
my God!
Yeah.
2 years ago, Joyride at Academy. That's all you need to know. Where I
You should also know that
that is where
expanding puddle on the ground.
That is where I
she peed her pants.
made a mess. The
She
end.
did not pee her pants. She peed her pants. She did throw up everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Jeez.
Never
Hey,
again.
I was there.
Hey man,
and all I heard.
You could have just let her, because if she peed her pants, she would have been like, "Wait, no, I didn't. I threw up."
No, I think Mickie would have just been like, "Yeah, that's what happened."
I'm not to get there. That's it.
I just remember being like, "Make way, make way," and then I like turn around and I just see like Mickie with her like head in her palms like this, and then
That was
and then
a
her just
lesson-
go and
that
more,
was
and
a
then this
lesson learned.
puddle
Okay.
Where were you
expanding.
in Academy? Where
I was at a table.
You're at a table.
Oh,
At an academy table.
like one of the ones on the side, or
Yeah.
like right
Yeah.
next to the DJ booth.
The
No, we're
side.
on
Oh,
the
the
side.
sides. Okay, at least you were on the side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, they got in trouble though. I think because I that's when I was like promoting for Academy more, and I remember we had a meeting. I think 2 weeks later, and
I
they
think it's
literally
also-
said something about that.
I think it's also because our table was packed.
yeah, that was
Like
probably
there
it,
shouldn't
too.
have been that many people at that
Yeah.
table.
It always happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Jim?
I was trying to think of a festival one, but like
I'm doing the same.
those
I'm
are
just
a
like,
little like for me at least, they're pretty controlled experiences where I'm
Yeah.
not. Well, I mean, I did drink like.
Oh.
Well, it's not like regrettable, but like a definitely extreme moment for me was drinking like maybe like 3 beatboxes during my EDC set, like
Oh.
in like an hour period.
Yeah,
Or,
that'll
like
do it.
two-ish. I don't know. I don't really regret that, but like I definitely don't remember.
You don't remember the set.
I remember the set, but like
After
towards the end / the rest of EDC is pretty blurry. Yeah.
I remembered mine. I got.
Meanwhile, Bobby's
Wait,
like
hold on. I do have
weak
a
sauce.
well, Bobby was with me, and that was the first time he had beatbox. So he
That
might
makes
have,
sense.
He might have told you was he on here?
Yeah, he
Like,
was, but
2 years
I think
ago.
that was before.
Oh, okay,
A year
yeah, it
ago,
was
yeah.
before, but he like doesn't like drinking beatbox anymore. But I will say my most regrettable club moment is also at Academy during my birthday act.
It's always at
group
Academy.
chat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where I like it was like time for my set, and I was already like reached my peak of like I'm too drunk.
Yeah.
It was my birthday, so I was like okay with
Fuck
that.
it.
Like, why not?
But then I go up to DJ and they're like 1942 bottle, and they do like
Insert
the bottle
the picture.
service.
Insert picture.
Yeah, and so then it's like I was like dope. Yeah, there's a lot of pictures of me with 1942 bottle out of the decks, and then at one point I put the bottle in my arm to hold it while I did something with my hands, and then I leaned over and the bottle poured into the mixer because I like leaned over and it fried the mixer. And
Oh my
definitely,
god.
definitely, I've never broken a piece of equipment. I don't know if it's like forever broken or not. I actually never heard from them about that. So they were like, they forgave me.
They're like, oh well,
There's something
we
about
have insurance
Academy,
for
bro.
it.
Yeah, that was definitely regrettable. I will say.
Damn.
I feel it.
What is up with Academy?
That's funny. I know.
What
for
is
It's
it?
real.
fun,
I
though.
don't know.
I would say my regrettable moment, EDC last year, I don't remember the club we were at. It was for Arm & Hammer, and I did a little bit too much horse pre-workout.
Horse pre-workout.
Yeah, that's what horse pre-workout, and at one point I just sat there just thinking I'm gonna die. I'm never doing this again. I want to go home, but I kept it super chill because I know Devin
you
came
did
up.
because I barely remember that.
Yeah, no, everybody checked on me, and this was me. But inside my head, I was just like,
I think I do remember that.
Yeah, I think that was when I stopped doing it. Actually, for a very long time, I was just like, I don't want to have that experience again. So it was definitely like I still enjoy EDC.
Nand learned moderation is key.
No. I learned don't let anyone else scoop for me because they don't know how much to give me.
Yeah,
very true.
It wasn't me. I always give you the right amount. Mine is probably, I've also mentioned it before, but EDC 2 years ago. Was it
2022?
It's 2022, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I did a little too much of a couple different pre-workouts as kind of a cocktail, which I don't recommend doing, by the way. But so I ended up doing too much. I ended up on the ground, and then I was just fighting nausea the whole time. Finally told Nan, all right, I think I need to go to a trash can to throw up. Didn't make it to the trash can. And then not 30 seconds after throwing up publicly on the asphalt, 2 people come up to me and they're like, yo, you're the guy who makes the videos. And I'm like, all right. Nan's like, whoa, hang on, hold on, guys.
I try to wave
1
them
second. And then I'm like, no, it's okay. Still take a picture with them, and then went back to the trash can.
Yeah.
Devin is the man of the people, bro.
No, you know what's funny? He still didn't even make it to the trash can. I think we waited for those people to leave, and he just went back to puke in the exact spot that he puked before.
That's responsible, honestly. Don't spread it. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
So
at least it was contained.
Yeah,
exactly.
One job for one person. Only.
Just contained on my shoes. That's all.
I didn't do it all over your shoes. It just got a little bit on it. But
yeah, I don't use those shoes anymore. So.
Should have been wearing shoe ponchos, bro. It's on you.
True.
All right. Well, anyways, let's get a proper intro going. No, you. Oh, I guess
We're going this way.
Okay. All right. Well, as Jan said, welcome back to the I'm Peaking podcast. Thank you for being here. I am Devin, and who else do we have here?
I'm Gesture.
Oh wait, we're doing a whole intro for you.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm not.
Yeah, you're gonna have your own
Not here
spotlight.
yet.
Not here yet.
Just ignore what happened 2 seconds ago. I'm Mickie.
I'm Nand.
I'm Jan, and you're really gonna like this. On today's podcast, we have an extremely talented DJ and producer with a discography ranging from techno to house and everything in between. When he's not DJing the biggest festivals in the country or on tour playing at the hottest clubs, he's elbows deep with his record label and monthly party called Group Chat.
Nice.
He was one of the first to bridge the gap between DJ and content creator for his viral TikTok segment for $1. And I think it's safe to say that he's someone we all consider a friend at this point and someone I get to call my boss. Please welcome to the podcast, Gesture.
Wow.
That was good. I actually.
Are you blushing?
I want that
really
for
sweet.
my what's it called? My little
The bio.
Your bio?
thing. That was pretty
Blurb.
good. Yeah, we'll talk.
I was
about it.
writing it
That's
and I was
good.
I feel like I'm writing for I'm giving a speech at a wedding.
Yeah.
Or a funeral, right?
you- yeah,
It's very professional.
Yeah, that was good.
Discography.
Thank you.
Big word
That's
for
good.
raver.
Word.
I like
Thank
that.
you.
Big word for a raver.
I went to school. Didn't finish, but I went.
She's educated.
And you're just so everyone knows, your real name is Jim.
Jim,
right?
yeah.
Okay. Just so
It's the J. It's the first J of Gesture. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm pointing to the board that has my name on it.
No, yeah. I just wanted to know also, what was the
That's my full
reason?
name. I'm a junior.
Oh.
So it's my first, middle, and last name, Junior.
Huh.
Oh, the fact that I literally had no clue.
Yeah,
I
no
was
one.
Whoa.
I should probably say it more because then people will be like, oh,
Yeah,
like you guys all do.
You know what's so funny is that
JST Junior.
when I first saw your name, I thought it was just Junior.
I know. Well, that's the thing. I get that a lot. And then when I tell them what my name is, they're like, oh, so it is just Junior. I was like, sure, whatever. But there isn't a space. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So what is your full name?
Well, see, I don't Google it, I guess. I feel weird saying my full government name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
fine.
Yeah, I know
No,
your last name too. It's pretty long.
It's long. You can find it. It's in articles if you're really curious. And now everyone's just gonna go do it. I should have just said it.
Yeah.
But jeez. Whatever.
You don't have to say it. It's okay.
I'm doxxed.
It
Go
makes
find
sense
me.
though. It makes total sense.
Yeah.
And it also makes sense too when someone says like, "Oh, it's actually gesture." I'm like, "Oh, obviously."
Yeah, so like it was a username that I used on like one website, and then I decided I wanted to be a DJ, and so I was like, this is a really cool name.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just name my DJ. It wasn't like I'm gonna be a DJ, like a famous DJ. I was just like, I'm gonna DJ and put like a mix on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I did that. I honestly, like, if I could go back, I would definitely change my name. It's cool because it's personal to
Really?
me.
Interesting.
But like, it's definitely like SEO bad. Like you telling your friend, like, go see Gesture, go see Gesture, like, it's
They're thinking
tough, right?
GESTJR.
Right? It's tough. So, you know, it's definitely like been difficult to navigate that, but it's personal to me. And, you know, now.
Plus at this point, you've really owned it.
Yeah.
you know,
like it's
who you are.
people know it for the most part, but like, yeah, like, I would pick DJ Snake over Gesture. And honestly, like, I heard that he thinks that name is dumb, but like, it's better than a mess of letters,
Damn.
probably.
I wonder how many DJs regret their names after a while.
Yeah, probably. I mean, probably a few,
Yeah.
I would say, but only because it's hard to tell people.
Yeah.
And like, if you're trying to like become something that people talk about, and it's hard to talk about it.
Yeah.
We've definitely had a few guests on who were like, "Oh yeah, it's just copywriting, legal battles,
Yeah.
things like that when it comes to their name
Good
and
times
or
ahead.
like
Good times ahead.
I know.
Lucy.
Oh yeah, Nitty, yeah.
Yeah, Lucy too.
Yeah, there's
forever.
definitely, I mean, dude, you're not thinking, I mean, some people do think about it. Like, if
Yeah.
you're coming from a like branding angle, I feel like a lot of people, when they do a second project or like
Yeah.
they're doing a side project, they're
Yeah.
like, bro, we're picking a name. We're going to
Yeah.
Google if there's any other, like, yeah. But when you're just like someone starting making music, it's just like,
Yeah.
a cool name. And yeah.
It's stuck.
yeah.
Well, I just wanted to say that it's been really cool seeing your like journey just over like such a long period of time, because I actually realized that like you and I have known each other for like what, going on like 3-4 years now, because of EDM 10. Remember the fucking video that we did for Sidewalk Talk
with the question.
Henry?
Oh, yeah.
With the spinning wheel and everything. Yeah, deep cut. If you
That's
guys,
true. That's true. Is that on the internet?
yeah,
Probably,
it's on
right?
Sidewalk Talk's channel.
We had to do like the cinnamon challenge.
Yeah, and
And-
Henry had to stick hot Cheetos up his nose.
Oh,
He had to
yeah.
make out with his hand, or he had to like
They were like
raise up his
really,
hand.
really silly challenges.
Yeah,
I need
it's
to
like
watch
so
this
dumb.
now.
It was like trivia.
I
So
forgot about that.
we like tested Jim and Henry on their like trivia, EDM trivia, and if they got it wrong, they had to spin a wheel, and then on the
There was
wheel
like
they
a
could challenges.
That's
Yeah.
a good game.
Yeah.
It is a good game. I would love to bring it back.
Bring
It's
it
just,
back.
It just it needs like proper production
Yeah.
funding and stuff.
It's
like
It's definitely one of those shows where we trialed it
yeah.
and then realized, wait, this takes
This is
a lot
a
of
lot of
more
fucking
effort,
work, bro.
time, capital, manpower.
I had to rent out
Mhm.
like lavalier mics
Mhm.
for that and
Oh.
stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I only have 2.
Yeah.
So like we had to rent out more, and then like that's a show that you want to do like in front of a white background, like like a Jubilee style video.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When was it that we did that? Was that
2021.
No way. Not
Yeah.
2022?
2021.
Do you see how fast he was with that 2021?
Yeah,
He
but
knows.
I guess I was just wondering
I
if
know.
like,
That's around the era that I was like, I had I think recently lost my job at Steezy.
yeah.
It was like over the summer or something.
But I don't think we had connected with Sidewalk Talk yet.
Yeah, we had.
We had?
Yes.
I guess I'm just wondering like because I thought one of the reasons why we didn't continue doing the EDM 10 was we started the podcast. No, the podcast
No,
wasn't anywhere
way
near that.
later.
I think we were just doing more festival related content in general and just got busy.
No, you weren't even making TikToks yet, bro. Like we
It
had
was
done
2021. I had already started.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
I started.
You started in like September.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe you just started. But it was around the time that we had done a few React videos with Sidewalk Talk. So
Mhm.
yeah. And so and that was like the first time. It's funny because I always recall that as like one of the first times I worked with any like artists in the industry.
Yeah.
And so and then like, you know, look where we are now. It's kind of funny.
Cool. That's
Yeah.
fucking dope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
full circle moment.
Yeah.
I know why we got busy because then we did My Raver Academia.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember
That was
that.
like But that was like four months later.
Yeah, 4 months later we shot it, but for those 4 months we were like working on it.
Anyways, all this stuff you can find on the internet, but
unfortunately,
Unfortunately.
but, if you want to go see Jester do the cinnamon challenge and Henry Fong stick hot Cheetos up his nose, which is
I hate
pretty
to
funny.
keep talking about when this took place, but what were we were promoting a song? Was it I Wanna?
I think maybe it was.
Okay, so it was at the end of 20. Or
It
maybe it
was
wasn't
September.
promoting a song. Oh, okay.
Well, you guys did mention one
we
of
were
your
gonna
songs
have
in
a
there.
song.
Yeah.
Oh,
EDM 10
okay.
sidewalk
Okay.
talk gesture.
No, don't worry about it. I just
Yeah,
I was
go
like,
ahead.
I
Exactly
was like, I
to
shouldn't
your-
say this, but I was trying
Just-
to like imagine what
If you
my
guys
gosh.
want to see the video, just go to Sidewalk Talk's channel and look up EDM.
Yeah,
10.
He looks so different.
October
I do?
2021.
Yeah.
All of us do, bro.
October 2021.
October
Jim,
2021.
me, like we all look so different. I would
Yeah.
say Henry probably looks like the most similar.
Yeah, he's like
Henry
very,
doesn't
very
age.
consistent human.
Yeah.
You guys got to bring him on. 'cause
Yeah, we
he's like-
do. I love Henry.
He's such a consistent. It's
Yeah.
like, God, how do you do it? How do you do the same stuff every day? So good. Well,
It's called. I can make this joke because I'm half. It's called being Asian.
Yeah, I think there's part of that. He definitely is very disciplined. I look up to him in that way for sure. He's on top of his shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just meant like looks wise, but also
Oh.
also that way though too.
Yeah,
though.
he's also looks very young.
you know, Asians don't raisin. You know the
Yeah.
saying.
And black don't crack.
He went
Yeah.
from having dope dreadlocks to having the most beautiful curly hair too. It was like, what? Like, why?
Yeah.
How did you get? How
And
did you
yet
figure
he
that
still
out?
looks the same.
leveling up all the time.
I know.
It's just
what
the
hell?
transition. It's
so
like,
unfair.
new character skin, that's all.
Yeah.
All right. So pivoting to, like I mentioned, Jester started a monthly party, which is also a record label, if you guys didn't know, called
Oh, I didn't know
Group
that.
Chat. Yeah.
Did
there
you
you go.
know?
You learn something new every day, or whatever the saying is. Never live to every
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
Doing great, Jan.
Thank you. Tell us how did that get started, and how did it even turn into a party? Was it a party first and then?
No. So let me give you the long answer, just so that
How'd you pull it
so
off?
it's recorded in history.
Oh yeah.
So in 2017, I started getting into cryptocurrency.
Okay.
And I really like this idea of like doing like a token based chat about music that would be like people who were members of this group chat would be rewarded for participating it with like a token. And so like I started this idea of doing like a record label / just like a music thing, that community that would be like based around that, and I called it group chat. But that like we had like a logo. This was like 2017, like I said, so it was like a long time ago now. And then like a whole year went by, and obviously that was like, that idea is great, but also just like so extreme. And then it was like I started releasing just my own music on the group chat, like self releases, for like a year. And then at the end of 2019, going into 2020, I was like, let's start making this a proper record label. And I brought my friend Ivor on to like help as a label manager. And so then pandemic happened. So we were doing like the record label and we were going to turn it into a monthly party. And then the pandemic happened. And so it became like a record label mostly. And then we started doing live streams and like all that stuff. We did like live stream parties. But from 2020 to like 2021, we were releasing like, I don't know, I think like 2 songs a month or something. We have like a ton of stuff released. And then June 2022, we started the party group chat. It's funny because like I wanted to do this for a long time, and I was like, tell my manager, like, let's hit up Insomniac, let's hit up like anyone, like let's figure out who can do it. And it just kind of like got kicked down the road, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna hit him up. And I hit up Adam Auburn at Insomniac, who does a lot of the club stuff. I was like, yo, want to do a party? He was like, yeah. And it was just like, okay.
Wow, is that easy?
Yeah, literally. Like I mean, you know, I was like selling out shows in LA a lot. So it was like, you know,
Might
it's
as
like,
well.
it was like not like hard to convince, but like,
You
it's
had,
definitely,
you had the backing.
it's definitely
Yeah.
an
That's good.
undertaking. So like we started the monthly party in the loft at Academy. I don't know if you guys have been there, but it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like a,
There's a loft.
yeah.
And the top floor.
like if you're like, look, if you're facing out from the DJ booth, there's this like thing.
Oh yeah.
the second floor.
There's like a whole DJ booth and bar up there. So we did like,
Yeah, it just shows how much you've been to Academy, Mickey. And we
how
have.
much you remember? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like, it's like 300 capacity, and we did like 3 parties up there, and they were just all like slammed and like sweaty and like,
they did a record.
crazy.
Insomniac did like a record label party up there too.
yeah,
I
they
think,
do some stuff
before.
up there. It's
Yeah.
cool. It's a good like club like zone, like
Yeah.
for sure. And it just got too much up there. So then we moved we're the first ones to do the 360 booth. I think at like any Insomniac venue, which is pretty cool. And we brought that to the main floor. And then it's almost been 2 years now in June. So
that's so awesome. That's such a big feat because like I just remember like thinking, wow, how did you pull that off? Because I know Insomniac can be like pretty strict about people using their venues and stuff like that.
Especially like every week.
It's every month. But it's a partnership. Like we work closely with them, and we're like the only monthly party that does like that in the way that we do it. So it's really cool. It's like an honor for sure, and like it's been great. It's been super dope.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. We actually do the record label with them as well. There's like Insomniac Music Group, which is under there, like Insomniac Records and all, and like Hard Records and all those. Like, so Group Chat is like under that kind of umbrella as well.
Wow.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, so they're the homies.
They're definitely the people you want to have a good relationship with. That with.
For sure. And like now they have clubs all over the country too. So that is definitely the plan for Group Chat. Like this year is like really figuring out like expansion, going to different cities, and we just started.
Oh, you want to go like on tour?
Yeah, for sure. Doing monthly parties in other cities, and then also like we just started doing the record label again. So we're having monthly releases on the record label, and it's been good. Yeah, it's been dope.
What made you want to start like the boiler room type of set? Because usually like DJs are at the top and you're in the middle. Yeah,
it's just like I like house party club vibe more than anything, and like being level with the audience is always like such a better vibe than like being like Group Chat parties aren't like a performance, it's like a party. It like really is like a house party vibe. So like it feels more like intimate? Involved, like everyone's part of it. Yeah, I would like it to be even more, but like I started showing up like because it's been trial and error, so it's like the booth was in the middle with like not a lot of barricades, and then like they slowly started to be like, oh, we need to like protect this a little more, like less, like I want people to be like up in it, but face. Like it is what it is. It has to be like safe and like good for everyone, but like I would love it to just be like open. Obviously that would be awful, like I understand that, but
too
like
much risk.
In my mind though, like just
I know what you're gonna say.
I actually just saw something that happened. So my buddy Raindrop, he had an underground show in San Diego. No rail, all the way. The bass blew out. Somebody stepped on something, like something got damaged.
Yeah, that's happened a lot.
Did someone?
I don't know. I have no idea. I just know that I've never seen him upset like that. Like he wasn't raging, but like his equipment.
Yeah, people come and like press the pause button too.
Yeah,
and
like people are just way too close.
Yeah.
Didn't that happen to? I mean, like there was a barricade and everything, but like Subtronic, someone went up one of his shows. Someone like jumped.
Didn't they like jump on
jumped
stage?
The stage and like it paused, and it was.
He was a big
bad.
boy too.
It was.
I was like, that is a big man.
That's crazy.
I wonder what was going through Subtronic or Jesse's head at that point in time.
I
just
feel like he was.
Do I be nice or
he
do
was,
I
he was
like?
Nice.
Or do I
he
like?
actually
Yo,
made like a
this is
whole
not
speech.
cool.
He made a whole speech after that saying like, "Yo, just take care of each other. Make sure you guys are okay." That's basically what happened.
It's very on brand.
Yeah, very Jesse.
I imagine though it probably was scary though, because you don't know what that dude was gonna do. He's just running up you, running like jumping onto the stage, running at you at full speed, like.
Bro,
definitely not Subtronic's level, but I've never been afraid of a raver or anything. Yeah. Like I if that happened to me, I'd be like, oh god. What's up? Like I'd be like, oh no, or like obviously he was surprised by it because it happened. He didn't know it was gonna happen, but like, I think
they run up to you. They're like, train with me.
Dude, can I actually let me? Speaking of things. Oh. Okay, the screen, the messages on the screen. Let's limit to those to like one, because like the other day I played a show. I played Valentino's
Big App
party. What's that?
Huh? It's called the Big App.
Like
Devin's
the big
confused.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Sometimes I think everyone knows what I'm talking about. Phone screen with a message on it for DJs.
Put it on their forehead.
Just do like one, because the other day I played this show and every time I acknowledged the message, I was like, yeah. And then a new one came up. And like, no, like, cool, like, like
from the same one.
I love, the same person. Like, I love you, Jessica. Cool. Yeah, I love you too. Like, for sure. Like, I do. I really do. I appreciate it. Then it's like something else that was like scrolling, so I had to like wait for the words. And like, oh yeah, like totally. Like, it's in my face too. Like, it's hard not to notice that thing. Yeah. So
you're
that's just
like,
a quick side note, because that happens more than
So you're just like waiting for the sentence to finish so that you could like change the song. And
No,
you're
like kind of like I'm definitely like maybe a people pleaser, a little too nice, but also I just really love the fans and like the people who support me. Of course, I'm gonna acknowledge it, but like, dude, the other day I was like,
I love you gesture.
Over like nonstop.
Meet me after the show.
Well,
My
actually,
address is.
they knew like stuff about me. They were saying like they literally put one of if you're watching, this is you.
It's calling you out. I'm just kidding.
She put make Lily, my dog Lily, like make Lily proud. Or like it was cute. But
what's the funniest and weirdest thing you've seen though?
Probably that. Honestly, make Lily proud is a shocking thing to see in the club. There's a lot, dude. I mean, I do get like, I mean, there's like the like I would fuck you ones.
Oh, okay.
Which I have to like I go like it actually happened. This actually happened in Denver. They were like, and I was like, and then they all were like laughing, and it was very fun. But that happens
funny.
every now and then. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you gotten flashed before? I know Tyler Fairlane.
Oh,
has gotten flashed.
I've gotten flashed. Actually, dude, I've been doing this for so long. I went to Australia like early in my career, like 2015 or something.
Oh wow!
And I had like gesture stickers, and this girl like took her top off and then put gesture stickers on her nipples.
Oh,
that's
kind of
the most memorable. That's the most memorable.
Classy.
You ain't never
very
forget
classy.
that.
I was dating my wife at the time, so it was like
You're
my
like,
now wife. Like, I was definitely proud. I was like, look, babe. She's like,
nice.
So,
Nice.
so she went.
yeah, she was definitely stoked.
Does she ever feel like weird with those types of?
Oh
fans?
yeah, I mean,
like,
she's like supportive, but like it can get too much sometimes for sure. I think there's like a level of respect that people either have or don't have, and you know, sometimes it's a little much.
Yeah,
I think it just happens with anyone on the internet.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Yeah.
I could definitely see that too. If I were to think about being in a position like yours and having a wife, it's like, you know, this is going to keep happening, but you know, people, it's not a secret that you have a wife.
Yeah.
So people to like still say things like that, do things like that. Like if I was a partner to a DJ, it'd be like, guys, you know I exist.
Yeah. I mean, and like there's DJs, like everyone has their own path, but like there's DJs who like will hide their significant other and like make that part of their brand to be like a hot single guy, which is like, you know, to each their own, but like, I don't know, you gotta have a really strong partner in order to do that. Cause that's like, you know, it's at the end of the day, we're humans and it's our life, and like life is more important than career and DJing, I think. But hey, you know, each their own for sure.
That's a really interesting topic, honestly, because like I feel like just in general, that's such a like present thing with relationships and showing your partner off on social media. You know, and that's definitely a thing. I know for a lot of girls, like a lot of girls don't post their like boyfriends on social media just because they want people to think that they're single, because people will literally, I think I have a friend who she recently got engaged or something, and she lost like 400 followers.
Yeah, I've seen stuff like that.
And then she said she had a friend who also got engaged, and then that girl who was a big influencer lost like 4,000 followers.
That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, it's an imaginary world, so like I'm not gonna like knock anyone, because like if you have this imaginary like world that you've created, then go for it. And like if everyone's happy and your partner is happy with it, on it. But you know, it's a lot better. I feel like my partner feels a lot safer when I'm like, you know,
agreed,
obvious about it. So
I guess like also in a way, because like you're a public figure, a bunch of your life is so public. There's just like one aspect of it that you want to keep private. Right. So it's like,
and I've always been the person to like make sure that I'm like super real. Like I think there was a time where DJ is supposed to be like really cool, and now it's like everyone wants to like give insight into their life, and like I was doing that like early on before kind of everyone was doing that on social media. So like I've always just been like very much like with like grassroots kind of feeling with like my supporters and stuff. So,
I think it's also how much you trust your partner too, because if like you know your partner is someone that is like very, I don't know, like maybe it's like newer in your relationship and you don't fully trust them yet, I wouldn't feel comfortable about like posting about them, because like if something happens or whatever, and that's that part, that privacy part I understand.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Don't want that
Sometimes it is a privacy thing, right? So like, you know, everyone has their own decision to make on that, but like for me, I like to like be obvious about it. I'm married. Like,
So
there's
PSA, he's married.
I mean, listen.
And she's smoking hot, so
Yeah.
She is.
Yeah,
I'll
and he's
fight.
dripped out. Like,
Yeah,
you've been
dude.
killing it with the. I just remember seeing you at the Nightmare show. I'm like, damn, dude. Like, dude, send me your fucking. Where are you getting your clothes from,
Oh,
bro?
thanks. These are both thrifted. This is a vintage
Wow.
Oakley shirt, a vintage
Sorry.
Nike jacket,
Damn.
he's ethical.
some Kith pants. Well, these are Kith
ethical.
pants, so these are not ethical. And then these are Crocs.
We love.
Wow.
Thank you.
Killing it.
Dripped out. So we heard you have some new music. Not me forgetting.
How did you think of that? That was such,
I don't know. Do you
That
make
was
music? You
such a
make
good
music.
original thought that
Oh
you
my
just
god!
had.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna leave me telling you in right before that.
Wait, how did you know?
Oh my god! I don't know. I was just assuming because you like do music or
Yeah,
whatever.
that makes sense. Sure. Yeah, I have a new song right here. Actually, this is a song that I think is really cool. I'm not sure if and when it'll be released, but this is actually the second version of the song. At first, it was a house song,
Okay.
and then I changed it to this. So here it is.
What's it called?
It's called Thief.
Is all it takes, and you shut off my brain when I call out your name. Tell me.
It's also a little different from me, which is why I
I
wanted
like
to share
it.
Tap into something new.
I'm also working on my facials, you guys. So.
Oh yeah.
And so this is your voice AI, right?
No, it's not actually. Not this one.
Yo.
I love it.
Yeah, I love this song too. I'm stoked on it.
So you now have to release it.
I know that was part of the plan.
It's kind of reminiscent of Better Off Alone, like a little bit.
That's that's the inspiration.
Ah.
This feels like deja vu. Not sure if we'll get through.
Who's the vocalist?
When I'm
Haley Mays, I
Okay.
believe. I hope I said that right.
Gotcha.
Those 3 words are all that I need. Sing me to sleep with a sweet melody that goes like da da da.
Nan, can you turn it up like a smidge?
Turn that shit up.
Turn up all the way on your phone first.
This is definitely a vibe.
Yeah.
Let me see you jump. Whole club's just like same time.
It's very bassy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It
like
makes me want to
It's
like.
like chest bass
yeah,
vibe, you know.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's got that like
It's reverberating.
Yeah,
Is
sure.
that it?
a big word for a rave.
Sure.
That's my new thing. Sick.
Yeah.
I like that little lead.
Yeah. That's that.
Love.
I really like that. That was like very ethereal sounding too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think like typically my songs are more like banger oriented and like club
Banger.
oriented.
What's your genre? Banger.
Banger.
It's just like when I make a song, I want it to be like stank face reaction
Yeah.
usually, and so this was a little more like big roomy kind of vocal
Yeah.
driven, and yeah.
Yeah, and it's got like a tech. It's got like
Yeah.
a slight techno
Techno.
It's
feel
like
to
it's
it.
techno-y, yeah.
Yeah.
But like I don't use that term because like people get angry. It's Big Room Techno. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, dude, honestly, I gave up on just like the genres.
Yeah.
It's like it is what it is.
It is
you
what it
know?
is.
Yeah.
It's just like
No, for sure.
no one's ever happy.
For sure.
Devin mentioned the AI thing. What does he mean by that?
Yeah, so I've been using AI on a lot of my all the past 4 songs I've released is my voice with like processed through AI. Actually, Can I?
Yeah,
do-
Yeah.
please do.
Yeah, dude.
All right, let me show you this. I told Devin I was gonna play. I don't want to play like the full song because it's not done yet. But this is my next release, and this AI is crazy that this is my voice. This is the craziest one. So check out my other releases. Like Getting Started is AI. Baseline. Actually, Baseline is just like pitched it up, and same with Techno Girl. All my vocals.
Techno Girl's
This
so
one
funny.
is crazy that it's my voice.
Okay.
Oh shit! No. God. Sorry, it's not that serious, but it just Dropbox had it playing in the middle of the song. As I said, I'm not gonna play it. Also techno-y.
Yeah.
What's the move? I just wanna groove. I don't need a reason. I ain't got nothing to prove. Attitude. I might steal your dude. Don't even need a reason to be looking how I do.
That's
What's
crazy.
the move? It's what I do. Attitude. And you can't even hang with the crew. It's nothing new.
Yeah,
Just how we do.
that's me.
I can't
AI?
even.
My God.
AI decided I'm just gonna give you as much sass and attitude
No,
in
Yeah.
your
that's
voice.
the performance. So that's the thing is like you have to really
Yeah, perform.
sing it like
Yeah.
that. But then like I should have.
Him at home is like, what's the move?
No, literally, I
June the
literally have to. I
June
literally have
the
to talk like that. So it's a little silly, but then you just throw in the AI and like it's really cool. This thing called Replay. That's the app. It's
Yeah.
tryreplay.io if
Yeah.
anyone wants to check it out. And you pick models and then you can like actually combine models too. So like you can do like I don't usually use like celebrity voices because I don't want like any you know, I don't want it to
You
be
get
recognizable,
copyrighted.
right? But you can combine like Nicki Minaj with Ariana Grande. Like you can combine like a million
No
voices together.
way.
Like yeah, kind of crazy.
Wow.
So then it has like a little bit of this and that and like
I would love a combination of Cardi B and Joe Biden, please.
you could do that. I would. I wish.
my God.
I was thinking about
Oh my
bringing my
God.
laptop because I knew we were
I
gonna talk
dare
about
you.
this, but dude, we could do that. We should do
Please,
that.
that'd be so funny.
Meg the Stallion and Donald Trump.
That's-
please.
We could definitely do that.
That's actually an idea I've thought of, and if let's do that sometime. Let's have you come back another
Yeah,
day, bring
we
your
could do
laptop, we'll
that.
plug it
That'd
in,
be
and just
fun.
like
yeah.
like create some cool
Yeah,
fucking
it's crazy, man.
combinations.
It's funny because I met the girl who did Be the One. Sarah did Warren. She did the
Be
vocal
the
for Be the
One.
One
Oh, yeah,
for
yeah,
Eli Brown. I met her and I was like, she was like, let's work together. I was like, yeah. I've been using AI and like just making myself sound like a girl. And she's like, I don't know how I feel about that. I was like, oh, true. Good point. But it's cool because like I get to like write all my own vocals, like record them. Like it's all
Like
in
you
my
don't
control.
have to worry
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
Yeah.
getting vocals back
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, and
it's
like-
kind of an easier process.
Yeah, I've always like, I've liked creating and like I was in bands and like I actually rapped a little bit when I was in college. So like I'm
Whoa.
a fan.
I need it. What's your rapper name?
I don't know if I
Just
ever,
Junior.
yeah, there's a space between choices. If I had it, I would play it. It's like, you know, whatever. I mean, I'm pretty good.
I
I'm
think
not
you
gonna
kind
lie.
of need to bring
No
that back.
way.
Okay, when
Not
you
heard.
self-claim
You need
that
to
you are
rap in your
that you
next
are
song
good,
now?
you are either
I
really
used to
good or really
freestyle
bad.
a lot with my friends in high school and
Okay.
stuff. But I mean, I'm also just like, look at me.
Dude,
Like
let
I'm
me
as
know.
good as I can
Bro,
be.
I'll give you a beat.
No, we're not doing that.
Maybe in the bonus episode.
But I do really like making music. Obviously, I went to school for music too, so it's cool to have the whole process like in my control, you know. So that's been fun, and I get to like rap and sound like a sassy girl now, which is my dream. So
Yeah,
Which is
you are
so
a sassy girl.
fun.
yeah, I basically am a
Dude.
sassy girl, so it works out.
Are you scared that AI is gonna take over?
I'm not, because I listened to this podcast that was like, that it won't. No, there's a reason.
I was gonna say.
Oh, okay. It's like by like in like X amount of years, like AI will be okay. Einstein to a fly is how smart AI will be to us as far as intelligence goes. It's like exponential, like something we can't even fathom. Like we will be
Yeah.
a fly and AI will be Einstein level of
Yeah.
intelligence. So like we being smarter than a fly, like for the most part, like AI is so smart that it won't be like mean to the fly.
Oh,
Us.
I see what you're saying.
Like there's like when you reach a level of intelligence beyond, like you're not gonna like torment a smaller lesser creature. I don't know. I'm really misquoting this, I'm sure, but like that made me feel better personally.
That makes a lot of sense. It's
Also,
kind of
yeah.
like we're like a higher, quote unquote, bigger being or whatever. It's like ants exist. I just don't bother them.
Right, and like some dumb people do, right? Or like younger, sorry, like less intelligent people do, right?
Yeah.
Like young kids or like, whatever. Like, so, but also like the other thing that was cool is like he was saying like if AI was gonna like do something, it's not gonna like make robots that like blow up buildings. It's just gonna like shut down the supply chain. And
yeah,
like, I'm not worried about like RoboCop because
they'll just turn off power
Yeah.
and or change the cost of $1 to $0.
yeah,
They'll just be like, crypto is stupid. Stop spending your money.
Should we talk about crypto? I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding.
This is like an
Bitcoin, though.
informational podcast all of a
Bitcoin,
sudden.
though.
I'm just a huge nerd, honestly.
Isn't Bitcoin like mooning right now?
Yeah,
is mooning.
it is mooning, and I'm
call.
really upset that I took out my Bitcoin.
Dude, everyone did that.
I left mine in.
It's the classic buy the top, sell the
Yeah.
bottom.
I needed
You need
it.
a hold.
I know, that's
I
what
needed it
everyone
at
says.
the time.
That's what everyone
That's
says.
why.
I left mine in just because I didn't have much in there to begin with.
Yeah, me and actually Matt from Good Times Ahead and Wookie and Wax Motif, we are all in this like DJ crypto group chat.
You guys
And,
in it with Gray? I know Gray
No,
is
we're not
really-
actually in it with
they're
There's
like
definitely like a
super
few.
The
into it.
DJ
Yeah, there's a
finance
few-
boys.
There's a few groups of us, and
Yeah.
we were like really early on NFTs last cycle, and we're early in on some stuff this cycle too. So it's all good for me and us.
Might be hitting you guys up about that stuff. 'cause
Yeah, please.
I want to
Like
know
talking
more
about
it. Yeah.
yeah.
Interesting.
Ditto.
right.
I'm in that age of my life where I'm like, I need to start thinking about long-term investments, whether it be
Investments,
crypto or stocks.
Yeah, I'm not super great with stocks because I'm like really degenerate and I just like to like buy like stupid like meme coins are really big right now.
Yeah.
I'm just like
Yeah,
dude,
I did the Dogecoin for a
Dogecoin.
while.
Yeah.
I did
no,
that
but
for a while.
Dogecoin is like mooning right
Yeah,
now.
Dogecoin is like
all the
It's-
cryptos are
it's
moving.
like-
Are
it's
doing
crazy.
well right now.
Dogecoin is straight up like institutional at this point. That's how like that sounds stupid, but
That's-
like the stuff that's happening now is
Yeah.
like so stupid.
Mhm,
Like
mhm.
one of the biggest
What a
coins right now
silly
is
market.
called Cat Whiff Hat, and like that shit went like.
Imagine starting this being like, this is gonna go great. Let's name it this.
Yeah. Well, they're like, it's very manipulated too. I mean, whatever. We
Yeah.
stop talking about crypto
Yeah,
for sure, but thanks.
Thanks for coming.
Just
Thanks,
all I gotta
crypto.
say for anyone out there that's looking to get into crypto is definitely do your research before you like start.
Yeah,
Or
investing.
here's the tea. Buy a little bit of Bitcoin or as much as you can afford, and
Yes.
just don't sell it because like
Bitcoin is the
Bitcoin will
one.
just be like if
Yeah.
you never want to look at crypto for the rest of your life, just buy a little Bitcoin.
Did you hear
that's
about the guy who was like so much money in Bitcoin, but then he lost a flash drive and now he's paying people to like find it in the dumpsters?
Yeah, that's
Wow.
real. Because
He's
like back in the day, you would buy like drugs on the internet with Bitcoin, and like one Bitcoin was like $20.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
people would spend like 100 Bitcoin on like
wow.
weed that they would get shipped to them,
That's crazy.
and that was worth literally like $1 million plus dollars.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. Anybody who actually had the full coins back then, they'll pay whatever is necessary, and they'll be like a scratch in the bucket of what they
Dude.
probably have on that flash drive somewhere.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like $1 million, like millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars. Some people have so much crazy money from that. It's crazy.
Dude, I've heard of
Insane.
people where the flash drive gets wiped. So like they still have it. It's just it got wiped and the code's
Yeah,
gone now.
yeah,
so
yeah.
Fuck.
shit out of luck.
That's tough.
That's so shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't want to take a risk though on crypto, definitely invest in real estate too.
Or
Something
high
that's
yield,
more
or put
high
your
yield
money
savings
high yield
account.
high yield
account.
savings
Uh-huh.
accounts.
I will say real estate is probably riskier than crypto right now,
Yes.
frankly, because it's like
that
guys
is
like-
true, but
The house
also
market's
if you know,
and the interest.
but if you know, like if you have people who work in the real estate industry and stuff, and you can
Oh, yeah,
you can
my-
have like
my
knowledgeable
cousin- For sure.
investments,
Dude,
then
my cousin is like banking on that right now because he's
Yeah.
like investing in so much real estate right now.
yeah. Also a thing you want to do your research on, but if you know people in the real estate industry, talk to them.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the best EDM podcast ever.
Hey, we're
That's my
responsible.
bad.
We're responsible
Should
here.
we start talking about history? Because I do love history. if we're going down this hole.
Let's do it. This is your episode.
No,
you can talk
no,
about whatever
no.
you want.
No, but going back to what we're actually talking about, AI and music is
Yeah.
that is crazy, and
honestly,
it's
yeah.
gonna change. I don't know if you guys seen like the full songs that are being made
Yeah.
on it right now, but
Yeah.
it's
I know there was
pretty
this guy on
crazy.
TikTok who made a song with using a Drake vocal and then also a song with Rihanna vocal.
Yeah,
and it was actually really good.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
I think the AI tools that you can use for music are great. Like, my roommate, he's getting back into making music right now, and I'm getting all these like plugins and VSTs where it's just like, this will just like speed up your process.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
it's not going to replace the melody, but like it could make one, and you might be like, oh, this is kind of what I want. Tweak it around a little bit to your liking.
Mm-hmm.
You just save days of work.
Yeah. You can go and just type in like uplifting EDM song on I think it's called Suno, Suno, and it'll make a whole song with lyrics.
That's
with
crazy.
a
No
vocal,
gatekeeping
a
here.
whole song.
I feel like also like
they're not that good yet, but they're like getting so much better like every like week basically.
also
it's
like
crazy.
movie writers will probably use AI to write their scripts.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
is
The
kind of
that's what
like
the writer's strike.
Actually,
Well,
actually,
yeah.
I can go in on that real fast. That was the whole point of the
Yeah.
writer's strike
Yeah.
that happened recently,
Mhm.
and that has ended already because there's contracts saying there's a certain number of writers and production
Required
people required to be on
just
set.
gripping
period,
at their
point blank.
last grip of this is my thing and technology can't have it.
I mean, yeah, it's honestly like a really gray area. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
even for vocalists and stuff, like you were saying, Sarah DeWarden was like, I don't know how I feel about that, and like rightfully so. Like
yeah,
there's a
that's like
fear.
that's her job.
Yeah,
for
Like,
sure,
for sure.
It could easily be taken over.
Yeah.
It's like literally all of our jobs. If you create anything, then that's your job too. Or if you like manage any amount of it. First, foremost, if you manage information in any way, you are out of a job because that is the easiest one. But then if you create anything like...
Yeah, I feel like the only thing the AI can't touch is creativity.
Actually,
I mean, that's the thing because it
Do you
is
think?
pretty creative. It's good at
I
emulating...
think maybe just emotion then. Like
Right.
the feeling of creating and
I saw this AI. I think it's called Sora, and it's been getting better and better and
Yeah.
better.
No.
Yeah, the video
It
one's
was able to
crazy.
recreate movies and TV shows, like actors' faces, actually talking, emotions, all of the above.
You know what the scary thing is like, think of your TikTok algorithm, which is AI, right?
Yeah.
And like how it like fits for you so that you don't want to leave the app, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine a future where every video is AI generated completely and perfectly, that it looks real. So then the algorithm is not just like picking stuff that it thinks you would like, it's creating something that you will like so much that it'll like touch you to the core. And every video is that.
Oh
like
my God.
every video is the most interesting video you've ever seen in your life.
And then subtly in the corner is a product that you will now
TikTok
see
shop.
7 times,
Well,
and
dude,
then suddenly you want to buy
They're
it.
not gonna be like, they don't even have to be like smart about it because it's gonna be so perfect. Like that's scary because like just how much we're on our phones already. Like that's the scary part for me.
I think there's gonna like come up with laws and rules about like we have to be allowed to know at the very least. Like the fact that AI is gonna create stuff, that's inevitable.
I think in TikTok it has the AI generated like little button thing where you know that it's like AI.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I feel like that's become such a like large part of social media too, because fucking TikTok shop is like ruining everything.
fucking
Dude, I
hell.
bought Ghost energy drinks
No,
on
you
TikTok.
did
Because it was like
Because it was on sale.
it was so cheap. I was like,
Yeah.
dope. Dude, that ruined my TikTok. I was like, I would buy full price Ghost if I didn't have
I bought the chair.
The crisscross chair.
I bought the
don't know
chair.
what
I mean,
chair
I
it is.
didn't buy it on the TikTok shop, but I've been influenced to buy a bunch of like makeup and like skincare.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dude,
bro.
mine's the same one hairbrush.
Which
I'm
one?
like the wavy talk. I used it today.
Yeah, Nand, cool gadget.
Yeah.
Found it on TikTok. Yeah.
There's a button in TikTok now where you can go like, remove your For You page and basically
Yeah.
everything start over. I had to do it.
Wait, no way.
I had to do it.
I'm gonna
Wait,
try
send the instructions.
I'll show
for
you. I'll
that.
show you. I had to because TikTok Shop was on pretty much every other video at that point in
it's
time.
getting a lot.
Yeah.
It's getting too
And
much.
CapCut templates.
Yes.
So I got really sick of it, and I was like, none of this has anything to do with what I want or need in terms of like trying to create content and or stuff that entertains me anymore.
Yeah.
Removed all of it. I haven't seen a TikTok Shop or CapCut little like blurb in the corner in a while.
Nice.
But I
Nice.
also lost a whole bunch of creators that I was like ghost following,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck, I should have followed them when I had the
Dude,
chance.
I think about that, and I'm sure you guys do as creators too. Like, there's people that I don't follow that I love seeing in
Yeah.
that feed, and then I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I should follow them, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, there's so many people who do that to me.
Yeah. The amount of people who have been like, I've seen your videos, and then they'll ask me like, wait, what's your ad again?
Yeah.
And I'll tell them, and they'll like go to it, and like they're not following me. I don't care.
Yeah.
By the way, I really don't care.
'Cause I do the
But
same
I just think
thing.
I just think it's
Yeah,
funny.
it's
and,
funny.
You know, it's like
I mean,
Ghost followers, man.
Yeah, we're like a business, so like we want if someone's eating a McDonald's hamburger, we hope that they know the name of the thing and not just like know that it
But
tastes good.
I've kind of also noticed that like if you follow someone, I barely see them. Like I don't
that
even
happens
see
too,
I don't
yeah.
I don't see your videos on my feed
Yeah.
like at all.
On TikTok?
Yeah.
Even
Not on my For You page. I'll see it on the obviously the
follow
Yeah,
following
on the
page.
following, but like everyone I follow, I don't see.
Do you ever like click on our accounts and like look at our like pages?
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
you do? Huh, interesting.
And I still don't see you.
Because you pop up on mine all the time.
That's so
You
weird.
pop on mine too.
Do you interact with like
Yeah.
whether? Oh, interesting.
I don't know about TikTok, but for sure on Instagram. There's so many people where they just disappear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
TikTok, I just
Yeah.
don't care anymore. But Instagram, yeah.
I feel like I would only see people's stuff if I watch the stories, but it's not on my feed,
Yeah.
like my actual feed.
I mean, I would assume this probably goes down to like what we've talked about before in terms of like the technical and the the trust score of TikTok is like, if that person's not getting the best trust score response, it's not even going to get pushed to the people who follow them.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's been driving me crazy, dude. It's like back and forth between which platform I like more and like
Yeah. I'm
which
kinda
one
like- yeah.
Instagram's
rewarded
kinda
me
like an
more.
weird.
Instagram got
Really?
weird for me.
It's been weird lately.
Instagram sunned me, bro, hard. Like
What do you
I
mean?
don't know. Like I thought I was shadow banned for a second.
Me
like,
too.
One of my
I think everyone.
Yeah, like one of my posts got like literally 3 likes in an hour or something crazy.
I think Instagram was down like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
No, but this was like this started happening a few months ago.
Yeah, it's been happening.
Something happened.
It's been happening.
That
Same.
like happened as like ground zero of like that stuff, and then like some weird stuff happened, and then like I got a really big one. I'm like, I'm back. And then like
then it went back to-
I don't know.
Damn.
Yeah, and like I was always team Instagram because TikTok was like not.
Yeah.
You can never
Dude,
trust
yeah.
TikTok.
exactly.
I know
But no,
that they're
like-
rolling out a new feature for Instagram, which is it's called the flip side.
Oh
So
yeah, I saw
basically, you know how people have like a Finsta or a fake Instagram, and they have like you have to make multiple accounts or whatever.
Yeah.
Now you don't have to. Now it's all
Oh,
within the same account, and you could
yeah.
just change your
You
account.
could post a reel to like your close friends or like a
well,
post.
it's a whole other
Yeah.
account within your account. So it's like another button that's like Finsta.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's like the future of social media too. I think like very curated, like private stuff because we're already doing that
Yeah.
like Discord and like
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
group chats. Like that is in a way social media, not really, but like a group chat that's not just your friends.
Yeah.
So like that's I think the future of social media is like these private community kind of situations where you don't feel like you're being forced to like consume something you don't want.
Mhm.
That's like what we all hate about. We just talked about that for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I hate that about social media. So it's
Yeah.
like that's why a lot of like these like group community things are like Discord especially is like so big. Yeah.
I feel like this is why, and this is my personal opinion, I think everything's gonna eventually move to YouTube Shorts and things of that nature, because I feel like the forced consumption isn't as high on there.
Yeah, that's
you know
actually
what
a good point. They've like
Yeah.
established what they do and how they make money, and they're not always trying to like race to make more
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
everyone else. So that's actually a pretty good
No,
point.
it
yeah.
is because
A lot of ads, but at least it
Yeah.
doesn't feel like it's forced on me.
Right,
Yeah,
you're
and,
like
like-
used to that. Like
It's been like that from the
presentation.
beginning.
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
Well,
yeah.
also because like Gen Alpha, they don't like my little brother's 10. He hates TikTok.
Yeah, well, that's
But
crazy.
he loves YouTube
That's
Shorts.
crazy.
So
That's
yeah, YouTube Shorts is gonna be the
interesting.
next wave.
It makes me wonder what it is.
like,
Post on YouTube more.
Yeah.
What it is about.
It's hard.
What's
I know.
I'm like,
different
heard.
between the video format?
I don't know.
Gotcha.
I guess because they grew up as like iPad kids, YouTube kids, so they're always just used to being on YouTube.
So is it just the UI? I wonder. Like it's just the UI.
Yeah.
And also, like every generation rejects the like popular thing from the last
Exactly.
generation, so it
Exactly.
could just be like TikToks for old people.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
are old.
Yeah,
That's not
that's
cool anymore.
crazy.
Yeah,
Which is
fuck,
so
fuck
funny.
Zanga, right?
Because it's literally only been out for like TikTok has only been around for like what, not even five years.
5 years.
I've
Yeah.
never heard that Gen Alpha doesn't like TikTok.
Yeah,
That's
they don't.
like, dang it. I'm getting old, and like we're all getting old. Everyone gets old.
Yeah,
but
you
it's just like,
unfortunately have to
damn.
like adapt.
Yeah.
You're getting old. How old are you?
Old.
Approximately. No, I'm 33.
I was about to say,
Okay.
are you
Yeah.
MySpace old?
Yeah, I'm MySpace old. Yeah, I was making my own
You're not
profile.
that. You're not that.
I mean, I'm not that old, but
Nan
we're
and I
getting
are
old.
right behind you. So.
Every day you're a little older.
Yeah,
and
no, I get
there's
you.
younger-
I get you though.
Yeah, like, dude, I mean, 21-year-olds are going, the 18-year-olds are like, I'm not 20 yet. Like, can I
Oh my
do
God.
18
That is
plus?
crazy.
What
Right?
year are 18-year-olds
Dude,
Born now.
2000?
something.
No, dude, I
I'm
got
not
Someone do the math.
mathing. Mathing.
2008.
something.
2008.
Wait,
Yeah.
18-year-olds
Wow.
now are
2008.
2008?
I graduated in 2009 from high school.
Wow. Damn. Graduated in
That's
2013 for me.
crazy.
2012 for me.
Yeah, so it's happening. Just try to stay on top of it. That's why I have this fucking haircut, you know.
Hey, at least you're dripped out. At least you look like that. At least you look like 25-year-old daddy. You know.
So I tried
Yeah,
that.
I could have. I like would have guessed 26.
That's what I'm trying.
I did not know that the
Perfect.
Rave Daddy jersey from Rave Wonderland was yours.
It wasn't
Really?
originally.
I did
So-
not know that.
Wait, I wanted to do this like undercover raver thing, which is the original name of the concept, undercover raver.
Yeah.
And so like me and my wife went to Rave One. I like hit up Rave One and I was like, "Can I get some rave stuff from you?" And they're like, "Yeah." So we went onto the Rave Wonderland website and we're like, low-key, we're like, "What's the like silliest thing I can wear?" And like Rave Daddy is pretty silly to me, so I was like, "That's silly." And then I got the like mask and I got all the like little gloves and the glasses. I got a ton of stuff, and then I got a neck thing that said "slut" on it, but that didn't make it into the final costume.
Yeah, I looked at Jan too. I looked at Jan too.
And then so then I did like videos with the Rave Daddy fit, like, and then that became like the character's name.
Yeah.
Actually, the first one I did was at Exchange at my show, so that was funny because I like went to the rail during my show and like that was awesome.
Yeah.
And then it became very recognizable, so I haven't done it in a while. But yeah, so then with Rave Wonderland, we had that Rave Daddy thing happen. So then I was like, let's make a Rave Daddy gesture collab thing.
Yeah.
Just like owned the cringe in a way, you know?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
We love.
Which is so funny because that jersey is actually probably one of their like better jerseys in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
And I literally got
Oh, yeah.
a friend of mine that jersey.
Oh, dope.
Like-
The gesture one or the original Rave Daddy one?
The blue and black one.
They're both,
which-
they look the
Oh,
same.
okay,
so I don't know
okay.
if it's the.
I'm
but
not
yeah.
sure which one it is.
But yeah, it's cool. It's really cool that it's like in the store. So we have like a fan too. Like
That's
it's
so
cool.
funny.
Yeah.
So funny.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, to your last birthday group chat, this didn't even happen because I just time slipped, whatever. But I was planning for like 2 months ahead to buy in bulk like green ski masks, and like right before your set I was gonna go pass them out, but nowhere was selling green ski masks
Damn.
in bulk.
And
And I was even talking with Chandler and Ivor about it, and I was
That's
like,
good,
I'm gonna
though.
freaking do this, and then I couldn't find it anywhere.
That's
That would
funny.
be so
Yeah.
funny.
I know.
Just to see
Yeah.
like a club full of like green ski
Dude,
masks.
that's hilarious.
That was that. So I have a song called Rave Daddy that I like made, and like I was gonna do it. I was gonna do like a music video where everyone's dressed like that, kind of like
Yeah.
the Eminem music
Please
video,
do it.
right? Like the Eminem. What's that song called? Anyways, but yeah, I just never. I was like, Rave Daddy might be a little too.
No, I think it's hilarious.
I know.
Maybe to your show at wherever it got moved to.
Oh yeah, Avalon. Yeah,
Yeah, Avalon.
That
Everyone
could be
has a
thing.
dollar in their hand.
Yeah, there's a Rave Daddy ski mask. Bye. I'm gonna start looking into next month.
Make it happen.
That's what they get handed when they come into the
Yeah.
club.
Yeah,
and
a
then
dollar.
In order for you to stay on the dance floor,
You
you,
need a-
have to
you need
wave
a
the
dollar
dollar
and the ski mask.
mask on, or security will come and escort you.
Jeez.
Or you have
to
to
the
go to the
outside.
back. It's
Yeah.
like the first half of the people have to be
Exactly.
committed.
I got so sick of the dollar thing because like that became like what anyone says to me when they walk up
yeah,
to
I
me.
noticed you don't do that anymore.
Yeah, I haven't done it in a while. That we could talk about that too. There's like multiple reasons, kind of just like whatever.
Yeah,
But
I'd love to hear.
yeah, but like I mean, I can say it quickly. Like one is just that like it's a lot of effort and like
Yeah.
you know. Being a full-time content creator, as you guys all know, is a lot of effort. And then being a full-time DJ and music producer is like a lot, even maybe
Yeah.
a little more effort.
You're like stretching yourself
And
thin.
like, yeah, exactly. It's like when I focused really hard on the content stuff, I wasn't as focused on the music stuff. And it was really fun. I love editing video. I'm like into producing stuff like that. But yeah, I just took away from like what I was doing as an artist.
Yeah.
And also like part of it is like, oh, like I get my name out there doing the content and then people will be like into me as an artist too. But that didn't really even happen either. Like a lot of people are just like the dollar guy, you know,
Yeah.
and like those like, you know, like it's cool. Like it's an achievement to be
Yeah.
recognized in that
Yeah.
way. But like those people didn't also come to my set, you know,
Yeah.
they're just
Right.
like, oh, so it's like,
Yeah.
all right.
yeah,
like,
every time you ask like a dollar, name a DJ starts with a J, and you're like right there.
right.
Yeah.
That's funny. Like I love that. And I would continue doing that. But yeah, it's just like what I thought the result would be wasn't the result. So it was kind of like an experiment that I was like, all right, I should like reposition a bit.
Yeah.
And like
Gotcha.
now I'm like releasing a song every month and like I'm really like stoked and proud
As
of what
you
I'm doing.
should.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
like that's happened, but I do miss doing some content stuff. I was thinking about like how can I incorporate some more, this year.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say too, like with the dollar, do whatever for a dollar, blah blah blah. That the idea is so good, but the thing is, it's an interview style, right? So at a festival, people don't know, like that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
all that, like just finding a person, walking
Dude,
around,
also,
all of it together, and editing.
I'm an introvert as well. Like I am not extroverted. Like that, just to get into the mindset of walking up to people takes me at least like an hour, and I'm like backstage, like let's go. Like I can do this. You know?
Okay, no, that's how I am because I do festival interviews and I'm just like, hey,
And then you get in the groove and you're like starting to vibe for sure. But
I'm
like,
like, I need to drink a little
Yeah,
bit
I
just a
know.
little
Yeah.
bit, just to like
anything that I have to do that I have to drink first, I'm like, all right, maybe I like shouldn't.
That's
do
just
this.
the nature of that's just the nature of man
Same.
on the street stuff.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I used to do that too for this other company I was working for that was like men's grooming and stuff.
Yeah.
And I literally had to go to the beach. Nand actually helped me with the one time I had to do it. I had to literally, we went to Venice Beach and I had to literally go up to random people and ask if they shave their down there.
Oh wow.
So, yeah.
Oh no.
We're gonna leave it the segment on that part.
You wanted to touch more on the. Sorry for eating with my mouth full. On the $1 thing.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think I already mentioned it in the last segment, but about the whole, that idea is just such like a good gold mine, but the amount of effort and time it takes to do that, because like, forget about shooting it. We're at a festival. There's so many people. The energy.
Yeah.
And you've opened up that you're a little bit more on the introverted side. So the time and energy it takes to just go do that.
Yeah.
And then after that, edit and all that jazz.
And I
it's
will
like,
say, every single time I've ever shot one of those, maybe other than twice or three times, I'm in San Bernardino and I'm like, I forgot to get dollars. And, and I'm like, all right, let's go to 7-Eleven. I have a 20 and I pay for a pack of gum. Like, can I get back in ones? And they're like, we don't have a lot. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's go to the groceries. Bro, every time. Speaking of having ADHD. So yes, it was always a thing, and it took a lot. Takes a lot.
yeah.
You know what's funny? I was actually inspired by you with $1. With my interviews, I used to give a candy with $1 attached every single time like I would interview someone. But then as time went on, I realized I'm spending so much money.
Oh yeah, I don't even know how much I've given away a lot of dollars, because that's the other thing. I don't like, obviously I don't like put on a bunch of the answers,
Yeah.
especially the right ones, because they're not as funny.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of dollars that go in, at least like 60, 70 per
was
shoot.
about to
Yeah,
say.
I did.
Really?
I also did
Yeah.
one where it was like a double and pass it on video. It was like $5.
no.
I was like, double or pass it on, and it reached to like $180, and I was like, here you go.
Or double it, give it back to me.
You made them happy though. They were
Yeah,
like,
it
wow,
was-
best rave ever.
It was really fun.
That's funny.
This is terrible, but if I were to do that, I'd like double pass it on. When it gets to like too much for me, I'd find a friend. I'd find my own friend and be like, I need you to give it like,
No, but okay.
just take it. Just take the money.
It was so funny because the
Amen.
girl that took the $180, she was a little, not
Not sober.
coherent. So I was like, here, take it. You want it. You could get more drinks. Just take it. So in her head, she's like, yeah, let's just take
Just
it.
enabling bad
Nice.
behavior.
Thank God.
Nice. Yeah, no, the set friend is always a good. I started doing that more towards I still make content, but not a lot as much as I used to. So towards the end of when I was really making a lot of content, I definitely started employing friends to make some more fun moments, especially with the Rave Daddy stuff.
Yeah.
But
helpful.
the first Rave Daddy at the festival was the best one. I don't know, something about me that day was way more. I'm also ADHD where like I'm excited about something that's a new idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like the first time I did it, I was so excited. I just did like a Donald Trump thing. What the hell is that? The first time I did it.
No, your hands are too big.
Anyways, the first time I did it, I was so excited, and I was like, I'm gonna get a shoulder ride from someone because I'm so big, and that's hilarious. Or like, I'm gonna ask people, and they're gonna say no. And then I went up to someone, I was like, can I get a shoulder ride? And he was like, yeah. And he was like shorter. And I was like,
no.
I was like, how much do you squat? And he was like, God, I can't remember. You'll see. It's in the video. I think he said like 570 or some shit. I was like, okay, you can definitely lift me.
Like,
and I got up on his, it was amazing, dude. I'm like on this dude's shoulders, like, so good.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Was that was like the first person you went up to too? You were
no, like I asked a few people for shoulder rides.
Okay.
But that he was just like, yes.
Okay,
I
was about to say that would have been so funny if you were like, yeah, people are gonna say no. The first person you go up to, yeah.
It might have been. Like, it was one of the first few for sure. I was shocked.
That's so funny.
That shock value, like, wait, really?
Love the community.
That was fun. That was so fun. Then I just started getting recognized in the Rave Daddy outfit. Probably more than just my regular look.
You're the for $1 guy.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone still runs out to me and says for $1. I just don't know how I'm supposed to react to that. Like, well, how would you react to that? You know, like it's lost its humor.
Have you gotten? Are you kind of annoyed of it by now, or you're just like it's just a thing?
Slightly, just because like I think people forget that people they see on the internet or like artists or whatever are like human. So like if you run up to someone and like do their bit at them in like a setting where it's kind of like I'm walking somewhere or whatever, and I have to like, I don't know, like sometimes it's like I'd rather not have that yelled in my face, but also I guess I yell it in other people's face. So it is my karma. It is my karma. It is quite literally my karma. Actually, anytime I start complaining about it, I like remember that I can't because it is my karma. But
just the fruits of your labor.
Yeah,
that's all.
it is annoying. No, it's not always. It's not always annoying. But
I mean, we've definitely gotten some stuff like that too. Where just like I was getting called rave bro all the time.
Yeah.
And it kind of made me like stop doing the rave bro character as much.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like a really conscious decision. It was like I think I just subconsciously
you need to take a break from that.
Yeah, I think I just subconsciously, or I guess on a conscious level too, somewhat. But I wanted to just be known as like Devin.
Yeah.
You know? And like a lot of people don't like.
So, like
no, and I know Nand goes through that too. Like literally, everyone comes up to him, Rave Dad.
Rave Dad.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't know if he's
like,
tired of it, but
nobody knows my real name.
I always get the you're Rave. I don't know your name. I can't. What's
band Dan.
I get Rave Dad most frequently, but recently I've been getting Nand more, but I think that's because of the combination of the podcast and everything. And subconsciously I've also been doing less of the Rave Dad character when I'm at a festival, because for a minute there was like this expectation that people wanted me to take care of them. And it's like,
That's
look,
funny.
I want to take care of everybody best I can, but I gotta take care of my people first.
Yeah.
And then like I think there was one time I was just wandering off doing my own thing, and I mean, Devin, you were there. You weren't with me, but you were somewhere else, and so was the rest of our group. And someone was like, "Oh, what kind of rave dad are you? You leave your babies alone?" I'm like,
yeah.
I'm
That's weird.
allowed to walk away too.
Like, I'm allowed to have my own
I am my own
experience.
person.
Yeah, and I'm like, they're my friends. I know they're responsible.
Yeah, it's just like internet like disconnect.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like when people see me, they're like, "Oh, Wonderli, what's your actual name?" And I'm like, "Oh fuck, you only know if you watch the podcast." And I forget sometimes that people don't know my name.
Yeah.
You should just say Wonderli.
Yeah.
Just
That's a
call
cool
me
name.
that.
You should just change your name legally to Wonderli.
I agree. That's a good name.
I would have gone with Fred.
Wonderli Santos. Interesting.
It's like easily to remember.
Yeah.
You know, some people actually think your name is Jan Danielle.
My name is Jan Danielle.
Yeah,
No, sorry, the Jan Danielle.
Oh,
The Jan Danielle.
I gotta go.
My name
Babies,
is Jen.
use your brain. Hold on. Wait, I'm so. Are you serious? Ain't no way.
You're the Jan Danielle.
I mean, The Rock is.
I mean, yeah, a lot of people
Oh,
will
okay.
refer to you as like your
guess.
maybe like a
to be-
stage name.
You're like
be
The
fair,
Rock.
Yeah.
When they're like, they don't say, oh, where's Jan? They'll be saying, where's the Jan Danielle?
You know what?
That's really funny,
also
though.
something that
That's
Brand
fair.
recognition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
Should be
it's-
proud.
Yeah, I mean, hey, the people that call me like Danielle, I'm like, my name is 3 letters. It's Jan. Just Jan is fine.
JD.
But JD, that's what I'm gonna start going by after.
Fire.
You know what?
It is kind of interesting, like how the disconnect of like your online persona, and like, for example, like the the
Rave
rave
bro?
bro thing. Like people assume that you're like whatever, this rave bro person, right? But it's like if someone is like doing all this effort that people don't realize the effort and the brain it takes to produce this sort of content. Yeah. Like they just assume this character you're playing is who you are. Like you're such a like, I mean, you like, you accomplish a lot. You accomplish a lot more than anyone who would assume you're just a rave bro accomplishes. So like, it's funny to see. And like, my content too is like, it's just like, you boil it down to like what you see in this 30-second clip is like, there's so much behind this stuff that people don't realize.
Yeah. No, it's like, there's a whole like strategy behind it, like everything, it's so funny because, do you guys know who, Jacob? He's the guy from Europe who makes all the cocaine videos. You know him?
No. I don't get that on my For You page.
Okay, well, anyways, he has like over 200K now, and he just makes comedy videos on raving or raving. I mean, he's from the UK, but on like cocaine, but he's also a DJ, and his career is like thriving because of that.
I feel like a lot of DJs nowadays are becoming content creators too, just to like help bring up their brand and make them well known.
But it's so interesting because I'm just wondering, I'm like, I know that man is like really smart and like, but like, I can't help but think sometimes I'm like, bro, there are probably so many people that are just like assume that like they see him and they're like, oh, you want to take a pump? Like whatever. And like, there's gotta be a time where he's like, no, I don't really want to do that.
For
like,
sure.
I
think there's like a fine line, especially with DJs or like creators. I don't know. I can just speak for DJs, I guess, but like there's a really fine line between, like I said earlier, like the content I was creating that wasn't really connecting with like my music portion of what I was doing. And like that is the ultimate goal, is like to be a musician and DJ. So like there is a super fine line of like finding a good like sweet spot of how it can be married and like present your music or whatever.
So what is like your number one advice to all those DJs who want to get into content creating and vice versa? Yeah,
I guess it depends on like what your goal is. Like if you want to just like if you want to accomplish like content creation as a form of like boosting your music career, then make sure you're involving your music in it in some way. Basically like like rave content, for example, like wasn't really like attached to my DJ career, so it was like that, like people who knew me already as a DJ, it increased my, like it increased their
likability.
It increased their interest in me, but like it wasn't helping with getting new fans for the DJ music stuff. And like,
I see.
So it's just like, that's been, finding a sweet spot of like incorporating your music into the content. I think Wookie does such a good job with that.
I was just about to say Wookie has been blowing up.
He's like the like shining example of that with the style that he created, and it's like super easy, and he just crushed it. And I think another actually good creator is Lil Texas. Like he's like with his niche of music, it's like it doesn't even have to be a song, but like people like it's what he's doing, so it's like
and he'll be the first to tell you too. He's like, bro, like I don't like doing content, but like you have to do it. And like he knows how to play the game. That man is really smart, and so I think another creator too that does that really well is a Mashbit. Mashbit has worked his, and I know because we just saw Darius, but I know he's helping out like a bunch of other artists right now in terms of like getting integrated like into making content as a way to supplement their promoting their music too.
And you know what's interesting too is just the examples you guys gave, Jim included, like with the music and content combination, it still really shows that level of like personality to the artist, and really doesn't push them too far in the realm of artistic
idolize,
because like I'm thinking about like actors and movie stars and celebrities. Why is it when we see them in a movie we have that separation of, oh, this isn't real, like this is them just doing their job, but when we see content creators, musicians, what have you, oh, they're acting out a character play, doing drugs, they're probably someone who actually does drugs then.
It's and that's the thing is like not everyone has to do content, like of course, like I won't be the person to say like you have to do content to have a career in music, but like
make it easier.
It's just it make it easier. And like I saw a post the other day, someone shared it about like this surfer, which is kind of unrelated, right? But he was like talking about how back in the day, surfers would like compile all their best clips and put it into like a movie. It's called something I can't remember.
Like an
a,
after movie.
Yeah, like a surf movie
Yeah.
or whatever. Like they would compile all their clips of the year and then release this thing. It's like now he has to post these clips like all the time on social media, and like he always needs new stuff. And it's like that's just the reality of the world now.
Especially because things are getting faster.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
have to stay relevant.
Yeah, 100%. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough. It's like, you know, it's just there's no, and like the other thing, really interesting point is like if you have a song, like everyone, DJ, musician at any sort wants their song to blow up on social media, right? But like that isn't even a guarantee of like success at all. Like that's what's crazy is like I actually have a friend, Fetish, who is like, do you guys know Fetish, the DJ? Yeah. So he has the song Come Check This. And it's like literally consistently for the past year, the number like in the top 10 Instagram songs, like doom, 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 right?
Yeah.
So like he's like trying to become a DJ still. Like he's still like working really hard, like trying to get gigs. Like that did not like translate to like instant success.
Yeah.
And that's like the biggest song on social media.
I've
Big
noticed
breaks.
that like there are artists who their songs go viral, but you don't know who they are.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big breaks more or less are just not a thing anymore
Right.
in terms of
Yes.
creativity, because I'm also thinking about artists in the entire creative world. Nowadays, dude, you could be on a Netflix show and still have to work a day job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
And
sure.
then same thing with these music artists. They can blow the fuck up on TikTok, Instagram, but I don't know who their name is. I don't know nothing about them.
I think
It's convenience. It's social media has given the access of convenience and 24-hour access to their music, to their creativity, their artistic whatever that you want to call it, and it's not difficult to get to like it was before.
Yeah.
But I think actually though, if we really think about it, that's always kind of been around. You know, we used to call them one-hit wonders. You know, like back in the day.
Yeah.
Right. Like I remember this one song, Electropop by Jupiter Rising. I don't know if you guys remember. That's a deep cut right there. But super old song, but like. Song that blew up back when I was like in high school, and like everyone was listening to it for like a couple months, and then you just never heard about Jupiter Rising ever again.
Or The Neighborhood with Sweater Weather.
Yeah, there's
What happened
a,
after that?
Yeah, there's a bunch of it, and so I think that it's the name of the game has always been consistency. You know, like people know that like if you just and TikTok has made it more like easier to see that like if you just have one success on a video like somewhere, it's not always going to automatically equate to you having like success from that point on. You have to still be consistent about it, and you have to show people that you can constantly make good content.
No, but you know what artists have been doing nowadays? They would make each video with like their unreleased song. Like every single video is them telling the song, oh, it's going to release. And people are like, yo, at this point, I'm getting tired.
Yeah, dude, I like that's another part of the game that's really tough is like timing when to start teasing a song, you know? Because like if you post a song that starts blowing up is like how like, okay, the release is like 2 months away or something, right? Something I've been doing recently is like not even talking about music until like the day it comes out, which has been super helpful, honestly. Like my last song that I just put out, Getting Started, is like couple of Fridays ago now. Yeah. And I like played it maybe once or twice in my set even, dude. Like this is the new strategy I've been trying, and it's working in some ways, and like I could fine tune it in others, but like just like releasing a song and then starting the hype like right around it, because then if someone wants to go listen to Spotify, they can go. They don't have to wait 2 weeks. If someone wants to like use it in a song, it's already on TikTok like officially, you know. So like that's kind of like my current strategy, which will change probably in 2 months,
which is funny because we're having you play like unreleased music.
Well, you know,
in a way though, I feel like that's how social media is changing, because now it's like exclusive. It's like the behind the scenes that people want to see because they don't have access to it. Right. And when they get it, they're like, oh my god, finally, we didn't have access the whole time.
Yeah, I just feel like there's a stopping point, because like for example, there's this artist called Benson Boone who just released a song called Beautiful Things, and he literally made videos for it 2 months in advance before it was released. But he made a video with that song every single day. And then I was like looking at comments just like here and there. And even people were like, okay, I'm kind of getting annoyed of this right now. Can you just release it at this point? Because it's getting ridiculous.
That was the same with Tate McRae's Greedy.
Yes.
I was like, I still gotta wait 3 weeks. Like, what do you mean?
And then like still
shout out Grant though for
like,
that.
Sometimes things happen and like that song still takes off. Sometimes that song flops and like you never know like what will actually happen. Like that's the other thing is like social media isn't like, it is imaginary at the end of the day,
Yeah.
like not literally, but you know, like that's not actually anymore. It doesn't really determine anything. Like
Yeah.
it will still have a life of its own in another way.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
granted,
yeah.
like Beautiful Things blew up, and now the
Yeah.
Chainsmokers made a remix of it.
Right.
So, but
And
still,
like Greedy too, that song's
Yeah,
all over
exactly.
everywhere. Like,
Yeah.
so it's not, you know, it's some good music is good music, and like good pop music, you know, is good pop music. So
Yeah.
you never know, but like, and also like with Fetish's song, Come Check This, that song was out for like, I don't want to be wrong, maybe like a year or two.
Mhm.
One creator used it randomly as a song, and now it's top 10 for the
Wow.
past, like it wasn't even, there was nothing
Like
it
marketing
just
or
happened.
anything, yeah.
Like that's wild.
You know
And-
how it works too, honestly. The more you want something to take off and everything,
Yeah, that's true.
the less likely it ever
That's
is.
true, and that's
Like,
why it's good not to like tease it for too long, because like
Yep.
even like that happened with me with my song Baseline, which I played at EDC for the first time
Yeah.
last year, and then like it took like months and months and months and months, and I was like, dude, when I drop this, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
And like low-key, like I think it's still the hypest song when I play it live, and like all the like still one of my favorite songs, but like of the 4 songs I released, it has the least amount of plays on Spotify, like in this
Yeah.
so it's like what, like it's like
I
this
feel
pressure ruins things sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes too, like there are songs that artists make, but it doesn't get popular until years later. Like
yeah,
Runaway,
that happens too.
like Runaway by Aurora. She made that song like 7 years ago, and it just
Yeah.
got popular like last
I mean,
year.
also like running Kate Bush song, like running down the hill, like that
Yeah.
song is like what 30 years old.
Yeah.
Like that song is like all of a sudden famous again.
Oh
Right?
my gosh,
Like,
Unwritten by Natasha
I was
Bezos.
Yeah.
about to say Unwritten
Yeah.
has-
you know what's popping off? Tuvlo Habits. That's
Oh,
popping
no.
off right now.
Oh God.
You know why Unwritten is popping off right now though?
No.
It's what's that movie? Anyone But You?
Yes, with
It-
Sydney
Oh,
Sweeney.
it's on
Yeah,
that?
it got put into that movie. So because of that,
Ah.
it's just
Yeah,
dope.
I think creative wise, you kind of have to make a meme out of your songs for it to get popular, because the reason why Tavlo Habits is getting popular again is because people are like saying, I want to get Tavlo drunk, like the toxic, sad drunk. I want to reach that level.
I saw your Instagram
Yeah,
story about that,
yeah,
Mickie.
which was like fucking crazy.
Yeah. So like when like 2 or 3 years ago, like songs could blow up on TikTok really easily because
Yeah.
they would just seed the songs to influencers, and then they would like instantly blow up, and like that meta just changed like on a dot. So, like I don't know, like 2 years ago. So it was really interesting because all these big labels and like medium-sized labels are just putting all their marketing into TikTok influencers and like get it to like those brothers that do the dances, and then it'll literally blow up the song. You know,
The brothers
Yeah.
that. Wait,
What
are
are
you
those
talking
guys?
about
I don't know.
Williams fam?
Yeah.
No,
Or-
not Williams. Probably not
Williams fam, the brothers
I mean, they
that
might be.
dance?
I don't
They
know.
might
There's
be.
a lot of brothers
Yeah,
that
I
do
know.
the
I'm
dances.
thinking of the influencer ones. I can't
Oh,
think of their
Jack and
Oh, I think I know
James?
which ones you're talking about. Like,
Can't remember their
are they pretty
names.
big on TikTok?
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe not so much anymore.
could be
Anyways,
anyone.
Charlie D'Amelio, whatever, is all those guys.
Yeah, that they've,
Oh,
those,
yeah,
they've
yeah.
been around for a long
Right,
time.
like I'm
but
talking about
even-
those
Yeah.
people though. Like in that heyday
yeah,
of TikTok,
Yes, you're right.
songs could
noticed-
blow
That was like
up just-
2022, I think.
Yeah,
when
There's
yeah.
like not really
21.
TikTok dances anymore.
Right, yeah.
kinda-
Yeah.
It's like
Which-
full choreo now.
Which you can like see is like a change in like the people who were big back in like COVID era when people were on TikTok aren't really big now. Like,
Where's Charlie
you know?
D'Amelio?
well,
Where's she
actually,
go?
I
Yeah.
mean, I don't pay attention to her.
Oh, I
but
meant
she's,
artists,
she's actually
but-
still big, but
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
she's a light like a life. She's like Kim Kardashian in a way, in the sense of like no longer doing that
reality TV shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what's interesting is 2022. It just shows the evolution of TikTok and the way the algorithm has pushed it in a direction that's changed. Like, and from what I know, that's always been the plan for TikTok, because originally it was Musically.
Yeah.
And Musically was like the whole, face lip sync movement thing, and then it evolved into dancing, and it evolved into skits, and now it's evolving into like
Everyday
personality,
original, yeah.
Yeah.
BTS
And maybe
things.
it's also just like the quickness of and like the constant flood of stuff that like, we just like so much quicker get sick of things too. You know,
Yeah.
like dancing to a TikTok dance might have been
You can only
cooler
do so
if it was
much.
like if it was like not just constant and like
No.
also it got corny because like people were like, hey, here's like $1 million, make a TikTok dance for this new song, and you know like
Sorry, you just
Yeah.
flashback, not flashback, but what I saw
Vietnam.
earlier today. Earlier today was Bella Porsche's video where she did the
yeah.
Baby.
68 million likes or whatever, and I guess there's a bowl of strawberries right
covered
now.
in chocolate.
I've been seeing that.
Yeah.
People are trying to get it over
It's
like
at
the most.
284 million likes
most
already or
people
Oh,
something.
hey, did it pass?
Where
Wait, did it pass? It passed.
Not in terms of views.
That's so
in
random.
terms of likes,
a bowl
yes.
of chocolate strawberries is getting viral. Remember that egg on Instagram?
Oh yeah,
That also got viral.
The most famous
there was also the
world's most
onion
famous
too.
egg.
Oh my god.
Yeah, everything's fake, guys. Just like meditate more and like
touch grass.
yeah,
Dude,
like really though.
Go touch grass.
That's the only way, because like if you just get like obsessed with it as a creator of anything, if you get too obsessed with the success, rather be obsessed with your art. If you get obsessed with the success or what's gonna happen with it, you're just gonna literally like
You're
hold it and be like,
You will lose yourself.
yeah. So you really
doing
just need to
that.
like. The Rick Rubin book, although a little boring for me, I think is actually really good too. And like people talk about that as like about like the spiritual process of creating, and like that is real. Like you really have to just do it for yourself, put it out there, and maybe shape it a little bit for the audience. But you know,
Do you sometimes get like an identity crisis?
maybe more so in the past, but I think I've kind of gotten over that. I don't know. Like I think I'm definitely more myself than I am gesture, you know, like I think in the past when I was younger, especially there's that ego kind of thing around it, you know? But yeah, I think I've gotten through that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
What were you going to say, Nand?
Oh, I was just I saw this account the other day, and it's such an easy way to grow, and I kind of want to do it. If you have a dog or a cat, it's easy. You make a new account for them. And, you know, for every 1,000 followers I get, I will pet my dog.
Yeah.
And then he, for like
that's
a good
crazy.
15 days, he didn't pet his dog. Then suddenly blew up to 284,000 followers. And now he has to pet his dog like 284 times.
Oh my god, there's this girl on TikTok who literally there's this girl on TikTok who literally states how much she makes with her dog page. Dude, it's like
That's crazy.
$200,000.
Your
Fuck
cat is
it.
cute. Yes.
Dude, people will eat that. People will eat that shit up.
It's honestly, it's just like anything else. Like you say, oh, that's so easy, right? People say, oh, content creation's so easy. No, like a person, to be fair, I'm sure people have randomly blown up their dog or cat.
Yeah.
But like think of the effort it takes to stage a freaking dog video in
Yeah.
your living room.
We have a friend who's literally trying to do that with her dog right now. Rebecca is trying to do that with Akamaru.
Oh,
But no, that's what I mean. Low effort, just the same
Right,
video
I see what
every
you're saying.
single day.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, don't get me wrong. It could take 3 months, 4 months. But if you have a cute looking animal, you're gonna eventually hit that group who's like, pet your fucking dog.
Yeah,
You
the
haven't pet him
consistency is key.
in like
give him love.
6 months.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm gonna
Wait.
follow you because I want you to pet your dog.
Why am I getting like inspo from this? Hold on. Okay.
It's a whole industry.
Honestly, you should just have videos of your cat just eating your hair every night.
Oh, she does.
Every night.
Yeah. I'm like,
Eating your hair?
she eats my hair.
Do it and then do a voiceover as the cat doing a review of how your hair tastes.
Oh my God, that'd be so funny.
Oh, and this is why he's the guy on TikTok,
That
the
is
dollar
why.
guy.
you need to like
This is
patent
why
that.
he's the dollar guy.
You need to
Dollar
patent
guy on
that.
TikTok.
Not the taller guy.
Real quickly, we just wanted to take a second and open
gonna
our fan mail that
Oh
we
my
got.
God, dude.
If you guys didn't already know, we have a
Can't-
P.O. box, by the way. We might be
Can I
moving.
see it? I just want to see how heavy it is.
We might be moving again soon, so just keep an eye out in the description. We'll obviously change the address if we do move, but currently we do put our P.O. box. So
This is from Daniel
I can't read the last name. I'm sorry.
Abdurmalak.
I'm sorry.
You know who you are. If you sent us fan mail, then
Thank
we're
you.
talking to you.
All right, take your guesses.
What?
confetti.
Yeah, I feel like glitter. I guess.
Stickers.
Candy.
Cute.
Oh my gosh. What did they say? Something
What?
unhinged, please.
Don't care crown.
Wait, what?
Don't care crown.
That's
That's one of my
Nan's
favorite songs. Come down content. As you should. No I in team. No I in team.
Oh, Daniel.
Oh my
That's
God.
cute. Be crazy. You're normal enough.
Yeah.
That means this is someone who's
Wait,
been
that's
watching
watching a while.
Thank you
I'm
so
putting this on
much
now.
for
Thank
sending
you.
these. So sweet.
Is that a card?
Yes.
Read it.
It's a.
I hate reading cards.
I
I'm
love
like
it.
not really good with affection. I'm like, don't touch me, please.
Black cat.
Black cat.
You put the alive, the awe in awesome, the wonder in wonderful, the extra in extraordinary.
Aw.
Oh, this is a big letter. Oh, that's cute.
Oh.
Okay.
Are we gonna read it?
I will gladly read this. And this is
Out loud?
Yes.
Okay. Is that okay? I don't know if I like
No, that's
wrote
fine.
somebody a note, I'd be like,
Oh, JK,
oh, they
there's
put-
a message for each
my
of us.
God, how cute!
Hold up. This one's for
You're
Devin,
lying.
one for
That's
Mickie,
awesome.
You're lying.
and then one for me. And
All good.
How about each of us?
And that's it.
One for each of us. One for each
Hey,
of
like
us.
I said, I'm new here.
Yeah.
And then this page. I'm going to read it. I'm
We'll
going to read
our
it.
personal ones to ourselves, and
Yeah.
then we'll just read the main one.
Okay. On a personal note, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I've spent the past 3 years working on getting my shit together. My life felt empty for so long, like there was something missing. I've always had this feeling that there had to be more to life. Raves are the missing piece. Raves gave me my life meaning. Not being able to attend them was hard as fuck, but it allowed me to face my demons head on. This podcast has made me feel like I am still a part of the community. The podcast has this vibe that makes the listeners feel like they are a part of your Rave fam. The way y'all bring out the human side in all your guests is so freaking cool. I love that the podcast is not just headliners. You put me on to so many artists, DJs, producers I would have never come across otherwise. Hands down, Don't Care Crown is one of my favorites. Can't wait to see Fox play live. Thank you so much for everything y'all do and for keeping Player alive.
Oh,
That's awesome.
I was starting to tear up.
There is one candy specifically made for each one of you, plus one extra. Enjoy.
wow.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Daniel. I love you.
Yeah, seriously.
That's
I'm so
Beautiful.
proud
Means
of
a lot.
you.
Proud of you, man.
Okay.
Yeah, if you and if you didn't already know, go check out the PO box. If you guys do want to send in stuff, we do have that as one of the first lines in the description, so you can go check that out. But thank you guys. Yeah, back to the
Episode.
regular scheduled episode. Yeah.
We have some fan questions, and we always do this thing where we put a thingy on our Instagram story that says ask questions. So if you are mad that your questions aren't getting asked, maybe have better questions. I don't know. Or maybe
I was gonna say maybe it's because you didn't ask your
yeah,
question.
or
on the-
actually ask it. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
You said thingy?
Yeah, like
you mean a call to action?
no,
Like the little question
the
box.
little question box.
We
yeah.
do a little promo asset about 24 hours before we shoot our episode.
with a really cool graphic.
If you're
Make
not
sure
looking
you're
at
following the
yeah,
Instagram.
Yeah, if you're not looking at the
That's
I'm
all
peeking
that's
That's
story,
your
saying.
fault.
That's on you.
just
Yeah.
just watch the I'm peeking story,
And then you'll know.
We don't
Yeah.
post a lot on it, but when we do, just make sure to check.
It's
important.
important. Yeah. Period. Okay.
Wow, Devlin
Let's
asked like
see.
5 questions.
Wait, who?
Devlin?
Okay,
Stop,
maybe
because I was going to ask a question from that person.
Okay,
If-
wait,
If you
the-
take
I'm not.
mine,
I'm not.
gonna
I'm
be
just saying
so
they
sad.
asked like 6 different questions.
I'm gonna be so sad if you ask mine.
Oh, interesting. I don't recognize. Also, I recognize a lot of you guys do that too, right?
They've asked questions
Yeah.
before though.
Yeah.
So
Christian
Okay,
95
they
always.
just like questions.
Okay, wait. Somebody's Mickie. Since you already have one,
Okay.
ask
Well,
it.
Devlin asked, "How low can the booty bounce?"
Please give a
No,
visual.
I'm not
okay.
standing up and doing anything.
How low can it
Sometimes
bounce?
it bounces pretty low. I don't know.
Like low, like to the floor. Low?
I do. I have like just like
Or-
fully embraced the cringe of like the Tina twerk, and like I just know
Okay.
that like if I do it, it'll like be a funny thing. So I just like
is there reverberation?
Yeah.
Of course, if
Had
you
to
put
do
it in
it.
super slow mo, you can see some
just a little.
serious ripples.
That's the visual we needed right there.
It's funny. Okay, who's next?
Jen.
Okay, I like this one. How? Because obviously you and 4B go back to back a lot.
That's a good one.
And honestly, that's like one of my favorite segments that you guys do because it's just so funny to watch you guys like bounce off of each other and whatever.
Yeah.
There's a question asked by Christian95. How far do you and 4B, like how far back do you guys go? Where did that friendship start?
We are like kind of newer in terms of like really close friends actually, but we were on Keizo's bus tour together in like 2016, long time ago. And so that's where we met officially. And then we were like, you know, just like kind of homies. And then, got closer. We went to Holy Shipwrecked together. And that was like when we first like really like hung out and like partied together.
Yeah.
And then, we got pretty close. Now we're real close.
I love Bobby.
Yeah, he's the best.
Him,
Great guy.
like bringing his newborn around the snow. Oh,
that was so good.
That was hilarious.
That was so funny, dude. Actually, he's starting a podcast.
Gotta toughen him up.
He's starting a podcast, and I was like the first guest on his podcast.
I remember
Okay.
he mentioned he wanted to do that.
Yeah,
he'd
he's
be
always
great
on
at.
it,
He'd be
too.
great at it.
Yeah.
I think both he and his manager reached out to us like a couple months back and just asked advice on like, you know,
nice.
what camera do you use?
Yeah.
So cute.
And whatnot. But I kind of want to extend on that question about 4B and you. This is from Colo Cheetah _ when is the back-to-back with 4B and both of your wives?
I don't know.
That'd be so cool.
That's like a COVID time thing because like Chandler was DJing a bit. Like she did like a live stream for the group chat live stream once.
Really?
Yeah, she's DJ'd once in real life too in Chinatown in LA.
That's really
should
cool.
do it.
Yeah, I don't know. She's not like super like. She loves house music, so she'll play like house and stuff.
Yeah,
But
that's dope.
So she was just like doing it for funsies.
yeah. I think Bobby's wife does as well, like a little bit of DJing here and there. So
That's cool.
Who knows?
Little side
Can't be,
project.
can't be married to a DJ and just like not want to try it at least once.
Yeah.
You know?
Fair.
Ali Romero 91 asks, are you taking a step back from moombahton in what you're producing and playing? And I wanted to extend on that and just ask you in general what you've been playing more of lately.
So yeah, that's a tough question, and like, because a lot of people associate me with moombahton, but like throughout my whole career, my DJ sets have been just like super eclectic. Always play like almost every genre, really.
Yeah.
It's even at the festivals, you know. So like, of course, I played a lot of Moomba. I released Moomba too, so like, understandably, people like, you know, associated me with that. But I was also always playing like really fast, crazy, hard stuff, and like literally just everything. So yes, lately, and I think kind of as I was playing more festivals and stuff, I kind of like went more into like a festival-y sound versus like a more club-driven sound. And yeah, lately I've been like really, I think it feels like lately, but like even during COVID, I started releasing more like rave, quote unquote, ravey sounds, like kind of old school ravey sounds, incorporating more of that influence. And just like, more recently, especially like more techno and like,
Since techno's getting really popular again. So
I mean,
you're just,
I've always, like I said, like in like 2019 at EDC, I was playing like a lot of my own remixes that are like literally the techno songs, you know? So like it may seem, because like this is how it always seems when like something starts happening. It seems like, oh, like this just started, or like, you know, this person just started blowing up, or like, you know, whatever. But like it's really like a long road that I've been on. And frankly, like with the Moomba stuff, it was like always like really fun for me. I started doing more like global bass sound, and like I just am like kind of grown out of that a bit and like want to experiment with other stuff. And like, you know, it's just kind of like a progression as an artist, you know, more than
and you should
anything.
be able to do that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you know, there's people always going to say something, and like, you just got to like get used to it. But
I want to hear old gesture.
yeah, of course. And like, I've gotten
happens
that.
with every
I've literally
artist.
gotten that a million times.
Yeah.
Like even like in the past before like this, you know, people, there's always the old something that people want to hear, like, you know, but like
I feel
people
like if they're
change.
truly fans of you, they would like adapt, because you can't have an artist stay in the same lane forever. It kind of
For
gets
sure.
repetitive.
Yeah, I think with dance music especially, people expect like a genre to be attached with an artist, right? And like that's cool, like that's okay. And especially like from a business DJ standpoint, which maybe you guys maybe don't know, maybe do know, but like the time span of most fans in EDM is like 2 or 3 years,
Yep.
right? So it's like every 2 or 3 years you need to be reinventing yourself, and you need to be like doing cool new stuff, because like it just changes constantly. It's like a young demographic that grows out of it. I mean, not everyone does, right? But like a lot of people grow out of it quickly, and that's why the trends are always changing so quickly.
That's why, like, because like tech house and techno and like, you know, house like used to be like really popular, and now it's starting to get melodic again. With like John Summit, he's transitioning to like trancey vibes.
Right,
So it's
yeah.
just going in the full circle moment.
And even
again.
that feels like yesterday. That
Exactly.
like house and like I was on Holy Ship in like 2016, I think 2017, maybe 2018. I did a few Holy Ships and like house on Holy Ship, especially because Holy Ship was like an older crowd.
Yeah.
And like house was always really big there.
Yeah.
And like it was kind of like, even though not at like EDC or whatever, right? But like house was always big and I always saw it. And I remember we saw like a Fisher Sunrise set and like that was before like losing it. And I was like, this is really cool. And like you could see, but like then it just like took over, right?
Yeah.
Everything. So like these things always are constantly existing in the space and like they just kind of expand and contract with the day, with the times, you know, and
Very
sometimes they
interesting,
get
yeah.
huge and then get
Yeah.
really small, right?
Yeah.
And
True.
like you can always find what you're looking for with dance music. And there's some
Yeah.
artists that just want to stay true to like one thing because that's their art and that's what they want to do. And there's artists who want to just like try everything and like create everything and that's what they do. So, you
Yeah.
know, it's like you got to respect everyone's decision on that, I think, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I'd like to extend what Mickie was saying about like, you know, true fans are going to always enjoy whatever music you put out. I think it also has to do with like, I don't want to use the word, I will, music maturity or like music taste maturity. I feel like when you can recognize and understand, oh yeah, I enjoy the art that this person is creating. It's not necessarily about just the song that I fell in love with that made me fall in love with this artist. It's, oh, I love the art and passion that this artist can bring.
Right.
Yeah.
And like to the point too is like if you are a sudden death fan because like you like hard ass crazy dubstep and then
Yeah.
he makes like something not that, then like you don't necessarily have to like it.
Yeah.
And maybe
Yeah.
you're not going to be a sudden death fan anymore if he like moves on to like some other genre and that's okay too. Like
Yeah.
it's not going to like, you know, that's just that's how it works. So it's like, you know, just do like what you like, find
Yeah.
what you like
Yeah, I
and like
feel like-
Enjoy stuff.
yeah, you know, and be more open-minded. I will
Yeah.
say that will be the one critique is like, I think people are like, I'm a dubstep, I'm a hard, I'm a soft, I'm a house. Like, bro, it's literally all the same, like 100 samples that we use to make this music. Not literally, but pretty much, you know,
Yep.
like
Yeah.
a snare and a kick. Like the thing that we like about dance music is that feeling of the music. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, at the end of the day, it's like that feeling of bass
Yeah.
is what we love. Like
Yeah.
that's why we're there. So like you can get that with a lot of genres.
Yeah.
Be open-minded about it.
Yeah,
you know?
there's something to appreciate in every single genre of music.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
even the stuff that you think you would like, you listen to at first glance, and you're like, I would never in my life would like that.
Right.
There's always something. I thought that about hardstyle for the longest time.
thought it
The
was-
longest time.
Until
Mine
this
was
recent
techno,
Bullseye,
yeah.
and when Sam played us his unreleased music that on the podcast, and now all of a sudden I like hardstyle a lot more. I can appreciate it
It's
way
not
more.
just for artists, it's like for ravers too. I started out liking like bass house and stuff and then went to melodic bass, dubstep, and now I love techno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just like it grew on me.
Yeah.
Music taste
change. Yeah.
music taste maturity. Your taste will grow and evolve as you do.
Expand your perspective, guys.
Waiting for my taste to change.
I
I'm
don't-
You're still the
trying.
biggest
Maybe
trap
change is not the right word.
I'm really
I think it'll just
trying.
grow.
Expand.
It'll
I'm
evolve
ju-
and mature.
You know how much techno I'm around now? With group chat?
to be fair,
and I'm
There's
there like,
definitely more there.
I'm trying.
sometimes-
you guys.
I'm still trying with
Yeah.
the techno. It is hard for me.
No, you're still
but
trying with house.
I'm still trying it with house and I'm still trying with techno.
Oh, I'm
but
fully into house.
I didn't like hardstyle, and then we went to Bullseye. I think it just takes that right experience.
Right.
Yeah.
In that
Same
right
with like
setting.
food, right? Or
Yeah.
like TV shows, or like
Yeah.
it's just life
Yeah.
in general. It's like it has to hit you the right
Coffee,
way. you know?
beer.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to just like continue to
Yeah.
expose yourself
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
And
100%.
sometimes all it takes is like that one song or that one like artist that
Right.
like, oh, I think I like it, like clicks in your
Also
head.
like dance music especially is so experiential, like I was
Yep.
just saying with the bass thing. So like in the right setting too,
Yep.
like it has to be the right conditions
Yep.
or else like it's not coming through the way it's supposed to come
Yeah,
through. So,
Yeah.
exactly. Like we were saying with the tech on our bonus episode, you know, techno, like sometimes it has to be like in that warehouse where it can
Yeah.
truly
See,
echo
Yeah,
off
because
the.
it's
I
just
had
the
off the
environment
side.
that brings
so
it.
much fun.
Yeah, when we
At
went to the
that-
after party
At
for
that
Bullseye.
afters,
Yeah,
for Bullseye in that airplane
and the
hangar.
airplane. Yeah,
That was the probably first and last time I've enjoyed techno to that level.
we were shocked.
Yep.
When
Yeah.
Nand and I were looking at each other, and we're like, we're having fun.
That's
this
why,
is like
and
fun.
like big
Why?
festivals, like for example at NOS, like the techno stage is in
left.
that hangar warehouse because it's needed in that environment.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like sometimes like I saw kind of like a more EDM-y set at like a techno party that would like be good at like a festival.
Yeah.
And like it was like at a techno thing. So it was like kind of like out of place and like not as good. I would have liked it more in a different setting,
Yeah.
right? So it's
Yeah.
like that's just something to consider, you know.
Yeah.
I'll say
So
this.
interesting.
I know I'm still getting used to house, but I do enjoy. I enjoy listening to house at Day Trip. Did not
Yes.
enjoy it at Skyline.
Mhm.
Yeah. Day Trip is a vibe, and like that's why like
I think house is more like summer vibes.
house
Yeah.
belongs.
Like
House
in the
belongs.
sun.
Yeah, house
Yeah.
belongs at festivals during the day.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and like even at festivals, house is like it loses some of its like
Momentum?
thing.
Yeah.
Like in
Especially
a
at
big
night.
crowd,
Yeah.
and like you're far from the speakers. Like house is one of those feel it in your chest
Yeah.
genres, dude. Like if it's not just like close to you, then it's
That's-
not gonna be as good.
That's a
Yeah.
good point, honestly. I feel like the
Yeah.
closer I am to like the stage and like the speakers
That's why we do that at
in
group
house
chat,
music,
yeah.
I like it more.
100%.
You know what? That's super valid because I'm thinking about Crossed and I'm thinking about Day Trip. And Day Trip, we were really close to the stage, so it was a vibe. And then I remember at Crossed, we were pretty far back. The crowd was just
Yeah.
super thick, and we were super far back, so you
Yeah.
couldn't really feel the music engulfing you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, but like when you left a little early, but like when Chris Lake was playing at Skyline, like and the speaker was actually working properly, it was fun. Like it's fun. That's why like any Chris Lake set the first Skyline we went to at the Row, and Chris Lake also, that was my first time ever seeing Chris Lake.
Okay.
And I had so much fun at that set.
I forgot about that, but okay, that was fun. But I was working media at the time, so I got like the best seats in the house.
Yeah.
And that was pretty sick having the speaker like literally touching my arm
Yeah.
or my back, and I'm like engulfed in the music.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it's a super important part of it. I mean, it's dance music, like even just like any music. Like if you've ever been to like a classical, like have you been into like a classical performance, like a symphony performance, that versus
Yes.
like hearing it in the elevator?
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Like
different.
right. So
Yeah.
like that's just like
Being in a theater, like
Right.
where
You
it's
can
like
like fall in love with classical music, whereas you're like,
Yeah.
oh, classical's boring or whatever,
Yeah.
you know? So like, it's just 100% about the environment, always.
wow, so interesting.
It's actually a good way to think about it.
Yeah. Wow. Just bump house music at full blast in your car.
Yeah,
You'll like it
for
more.
real, yeah, like, pretty much. And I think that's why a lot of like younger or like less experienced ravers like gravitate towards like dubstep or like headbang or like loud stuff, because that's just like undeniably gonna
Yeah.
be loud,
Yeah.
and just like
Mhm.
brrr, just like right,
Yeah.
like. And it like captivates you, and like
Yeah.
you can't get bored or like distracted, you know. So
Yeah.
They need to let out their anger because they're angry little things.
or that, yeah.
It also feels like the performance aspect of it all too sometimes, because I'm thinking of Odessa now. Like since you guys brought it up
like
and whatnot,
the
like
cinematic type
Right.
things.
first
yeah.
time I listened to Odessa, or when I was back in like college, it was in my car, it was at home. It just it didn't hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to a show, they didn't have like the speakers right, and I did not like Odessa at all. And then fast forward to like last year, literally 10 years later, Devin's like, I'm going to this Odessa. I'm like, I'm not gonna waste my money, blah blah blah. Comes back, tells me it's the best, most beautiful thing he'd ever seen. I'm like, all right, I will go see them when I go to Okeechobee this year. Oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
my god.
Yeah, I know. I think another example is so as you know, I always see Zed whenever he's playing anywhere. He's my favorite artist, and Zed will mix a lot of other genres in his sets. And he'll do house, he'll do moombahton, he'll do techno now, and because of the performance aspect, because it's so like large, and he's got really good production like on all of his sets, like. You can't help but enjoy it still,
Right.
even if you're not a house fan, even if you're not a techno fan,
Yeah.
it's still
It's a
like,
fun time.
yeah, and like because of the production, because like you know the sound quality's at like you know the max, like it's so much more enjoyable that way.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think it's also because of a lot of DJs are just experimenting different genres in their sets now. Like John Summit's playing dubstep.
Oh, I'm
Subtronics
so
made a
for
house
it.
song in his new album. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know if
that
that's
helps.
experimenting. I think they just really wanted to do it.
no,
Honestly.
but like it's just so funny. Imagine going to a John Summit set and you're like, I want to party and drink and like house music, and then he plays a dubstep song and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
yeah. I
One-
mean,
I
that's
think
valid.
it's hilarious.
A
That's valid.
token dubstep song in a house set is like the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Like,
That's super
a token
valid.
anything
So
song
funny.
in a other, like the juxtaposition is beautiful. Like we love
Yeah.
that. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
in all art, or like in food, right? Like
Yeah.
a little bit of lime on your taco. you know?
Yeah.
You just flashback
I'm
again.
so hungry now.
Flashback
Me
again.
too.
Nocturnal this last year. Griffin we all know it's gonna be feel good music. He threw so fucking hard. He VIP'd like every single one of his songs with some form of a remix, and I'm just like, okay,
that's always fun.
Sometimes,
okay,
that's how you get like that kind of crowd that's into that music into other genres of music.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
I mean, Marshmallow's rebranding into Death Step.
I mean, technically, isn't that where he started?
That's where that's where .com started. But now,
trade secret. Nobody knows that.
Everyone
honestly,
knows that.
no, everyone knows that now. Honestly, he was kind of revealing on his own Instagram, so everyone knows Chris Comstock is Marshmallow.
You know, it's probably because he's tired of wearing the helmet. It's probably heavy.
Yeah, it's probably heavy.
Bro, I would do a helmet in a heartbeat. You can get so many people to do your work for you. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Wait, what's that? What's the one that we talked? Death Pact.
Death Pact.
Death Pact. I'm familiar. What is that?
Who is the DJ that doesn't show up to their sets?
What?
There's a DJ YVM3 who doesn't show up to their set. Like they play the set and there's no DJ at the booth.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Interesting.
What?
Yeah. So search
All
it up.
their sets?
YVM3, they don't show up.
Imagine being like, oh my God, I'm so excited to see this person.
Yeah, and
it's
then
like,
they're not there. You're just like staring at a blank DJ booth, but the
Interesting.
visuals are there and they're playing like a really good dubstep set.
Pre-recorded?
Yeah.
huh.
You think it's
Do
pre-recorded?
they still get paid?
I don't know. Nobody knows who they are.
Imagine.
definitely get
imagine
paid.
But
doing
like,
that.
are they there and we just don't see them?
No, they're not there.
I mean, there are a lot of artists that are like that now with, I mean, just in terms of keeping their identity like pretty hidden and stuff. I mean, I know this artist is just blowing up like major now, but and I don't know if I've seen them on any lineups yet to anything, but I know all of us here are pretty familiar, but Starjunk 95 is like a collection of artists, but they don't
Wait,
reveal.
really?
Mhm.
Whoa, that's nuts.
Yeah, if you go to their website, they actually have like different like stations because you know their theme is like
That's
radio
cool.
stations and they're like intergalactic stations,
Oh,
and
that's
you
cool.
can get like like you know intergalactic house or like maybe a harder techno or
That's
whatever.
actually cool.
And it's multiple artists that
that's like
are
Nev.
part of the project.
Watch
yeah.
it secretly Zoom
Dude,
this whole time.
They randomly went from like 7K to like over like 120K. On Instagram.
Dude, they've been putting out
no,
bangers.
dude, yeah, they have been.
That's
like, I'm a
why.
huge fan of Star Trek 95.
Dope.
Go
Hell
check
yeah.
them out. But yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of other artists that who else? I mean, we know who Void is and everything, but
Yeah.
Oh, in terms of people like
just
who
people who kind of hide their identity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot. There's definitely a lot. I mean, which is a given for like some artists because they're just like they like that identity.
Oh,
you know,
AT
they
Aliens.
like Reaper for one.
Yeah, Reaper. I was
like
about to say.
being able to like keep
Bro,
that
it's so
separation.
funny. And at EDC, the ship one this year, Reaper walks into the elevator, and I was like, "It's Reaper" without his mask on.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I can't remember exactly the situation, but like, I was just like being like, I was like, "Yo." I don't know. It was just funny because I like literally doxed him in front of like a elevator full of people on accident. It was on accident. I was like, "Oh, what's up, Reaper?" Or some shit, like just to be like funny or silly with him, but not thinking about it.
Yeah.
And he actually ran out of the elevator.
No.
It was so funny. We talked later. It was fine, but it was very funny because I was like, "What's up, dude?" Like,
Yeah.
it was like,
I feel
so
like if
funny.
you're gonna be on a ship, it's inevitable your identity is gonna get
Yeah.
revealed. To
yeah,
some
you got to be
people.
careful, but it's my fault, so gotta be careful around me.
He just like
you-
instantly like puts his mask on.
Are you an
It's like-
alias? Are you secretly an alias that we don't know about? Are you
I'm
AT
not.
Aliens?
I can barely handle my
or-
own career, so I don't know about a second one, but
I don't believe you.
I think
For all
it'd be,
we know, you could be lying.
I wish.
I mean, he's already got his other identity, the fucking ski
Rave
mask.
Daddy.
Yeah, Rave Daddy. Yeah.
Rave
You want him to
Daddy.
do a third
I
one?
actually did that like Rave Daddy set at group chat like in June, and I was like considering doing like more Rave Daddy sets where I can just be like really degenerate and
Do
like
it.
stupid, but like I haven't done it yet, so I don't know.
That'd be so fun.
Maybe in the future.
It sucks to DJ with just even a ski mask on. I can't imagine
gets
DJing
hot.
with like a full mask, dude.
Oh, yeah.
How
I
is their
like-
neck?
I think I have like a
marshmallow
sensory shit too.
helmet?
Like I don't want something touching my face, but
I know some people they have like I mean it's specially made so that it stays like you know,
right.
you know,
but still, dude, like,
and,
you
like,
have no
there's fans and
peripheral
stuff.
vision.
Yeah. How do
like-
they? See?
Yeah,
how?
it sounds awful.
Yeah.
I can barely see.
Like with Rez and her glasses. Like
Bro.
Actually, the res glasses are
commitment.
not hard to see through.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah.
we own a
I feel
pair.
like my vision be like, oh,
the commitment to the mask is
that's
Crazy.
hard.
Yeah.
Pickle, bro.
pickle.
Pickle beware. Yeah.
Pickle. That one seems super tough to wear, dude.
Yeah.
There's play group chat.
Also the
Yeah, I know, I
DJ,
saw it.
Always Sunny or something, where it's like a big giant sun.
Oh, I think I see
God,
that.
that sounds awful.
Yeah.
I think I see that.
No
There's a few that are very
way.
silly.
Giant sun.
Yeah, I have a friend who went by Popsicle, and he would wear a popsicle head.
Mm.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yep.
There was
Sounds
that
like a lot of
there was
work.
that like marshmallow sympathy play that like few
Yeah.
people tried to
Yeah,
do.
a bunch of it was a whole ass movement. I feel like. Yep.
Hey,
I can't find it, but yeah.
I've seen that.
Oh.
Well, we've got about I think 6-7 minutes left. So why don't we end it on another song if you have
Okay.
one?
Okay, here's another. This one's like I'm gonna stop playing it after the first drop because it's not even close to done. But I've really enjoyed it so far. So maybe you'll hear it one day come out.
It's not mastered,
I mean,
so don't hate on it.
It did it again.
It did it again.
You get the end of the song preview.
Oh,
I'm really liking these playful like
Yeah.
beep beep sounds.
kind of sounds like marshmallow slushy.
Ooh, I like this.
I will wait forever.
It's giving me DDR.
I think early slushy.
Giving me DDR.
DDR.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the goal.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's super fun.
It's like a cutie little song.
Yeah, it's a cutie little
a cutie
song.
little
Exactly.
song.
Wait, let me juxtapose. I'll do a 2-for-1 deal. 'Cause
Okay.
I just did a quick one, but I'll juxtapose that.
Wait, what was that last one called?
Wait for you.
Got it.
This is another unfinished song. But I want
sounds
to
like-
juxtapose all these cute songs with
Okay.
a not cute song.
This is like, it sounds like hard techno. I fucking love hard techno, dude.
We need that bowl of sunglasses in here.
True.
Or we can just put them on for any techno songs.
Oh.
Just big energy. Stabbing me every time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, so not all my new music is cute, okay? Some of it is angry.
Techno just makes me appreciate the hi-hat so much more.
Yeah.
Like when
You
you,
gotta,
bring
like,
in that
sprinkle
hi-hat.
it in, yeah.
right after like, a couple like 8 counts of just bass, just straight bass, you bring
Yeah.
that hi-hat in, it's like, oh, that's nice.
Agreed.
My body reverberated.
Big word for a raver.
Yeah, this is just making me. We need to go to a festival soon. It's been
I
a minute.
know.
Skyline doesn't count.
Beyond
go to
is
a
like right
warehouse
around
soon.
the corner.
Yeah, dude. Beyond is right around the corner.
Yeah.
Well, by the time this actually, oh, it is.
It'll be
Yeah.
beyond.
It'll have passed.
Hope you had
Wow,
fun at
Beyond
Beyond.
was
Hope
sick.
you had fun at Beyond.
It was sick.
Didn't get your phone stolen. I hope you didn't.
Mm.
Hope you guys have your.
Oh yeah,
phone
Have your
taken.
I don't know if you
phones.
heard, but the Skyline venue,
It was a shit
so
show.
Oh
many
my
phones got stolen
god,
this year.
dude!
Damn.
We literally witnessed it happen. One of our friends, and he grabbed the guy and was like about to swing, and then he was
wasn't
not
sure.
sober, so he
Yeah.
wasn't sure, and the guy just goes, "I don't have it," and then he turns around and walks away. I was
Oh,
pretty sure
wow.
that was the guy who took his phone.
Wow.
Crazy.
I feel like most ravers, if that were to happen, they'd be like, "No, I don't have your phone," and they'd like this
and
is
they would be
mine.
like, look at, like,
They'd be
look,
like, wait, dude,
I'll
where's
help you
your-
look for it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. That's
Sneaky little things.
If we had a sponsor on this podcast that could protect phones, maybe hit us up so that you could sponsor us and we'll talk about your product. I don't know if there are any out there.
Oh,
but
yeah, there are.
I'm just kidding.
there are.
I do know.
There are.
Anyways,
they are getting the pickpocketers are getting smarter and smarter though, because unfortunately one of my friends, her device got cut.
oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
One also had a lanyard and they just took it.
They're supposed
I feel
to be
like
not cuttable.
No, that's the thing is I don't know if you didn't go. Security was so lax and so bad in my opinion. I could have brought in full on wire cutters easily.
I think
That's crazy.
because with the rise of all of these contraptions
These
that are like
anti-theft
anti-theft,
devices.
these pickpocketers are even getting smarter. So now they're bringing things that could cut and you know.
Yeah. And
So-
here's the thing. Alex, one of our friends, he's pulled his so he uses a clutch loop, and the steel wire cut his finger, and he's like, wait, why is this? And then we look, there's a whole bunch of cut marks all across it.
No way.
But obviously he didn't lose his
That's
phone.
crazy.
It's just somebody did try
Wow.
to though.
Well,
Wow.
okay, forget the sponsor. We're gonna go make a new product right now. That's anti
Titanium.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know what it is honestly.
What's
but-
that thing from Wakanda?
Vibranium.
Vibranium.
That's what we need.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, when they go to cut it,
Yeah.
energy out, your arms explodes.
In the future, we're just all gonna have little glasses, and we don't need phones anymore. And then
They're doing that now.
they're already
It's
doing
already
that.
happening.
Did you hear about
I
the
know.
first person who got the surgery already?
no,
Did you hear the first person who got the
Neurotap.
yeah,
It's the first person. They already had
Crazy.
They got
surgery.
it.
They're totally fine.
Yeah.
And
For now.
Yeah, they're totally fine
and
for now.
everything they see is TikTok shop now.
See, that's the thing. It doesn't. It's not placed in the occipital lobe, so they don't see anything yet.
Oh.
But it is placed in a place where they can control it. So they've been able to move a mouse around on a screen.
Oh hell no, I can't.
That's good for it's good for like handicapped people. That's like
Yeah,
amazing.
that could
That's
work.
it's gonna like work for that
Yeah.
first. They're gonna like make it for people who can't use shit.
Oh yeah, anybody
My
who
dark
has,
humor is
anybody
coming,
who has
is
like
coming out
locked in
right
syndrome,
now.
anybody who's paralyzed or
Yeah,
from like
exactly.
and has locked in syndrome
Yeah.
or something where they can only move their eyes, and some can't even move their eyes.
Don't do locked in syndrome.
Oh.
Yeah, no,
Not
for
gonna
sure.
say
It's
it.
awesome. That's awesome. Anyways, what are we?
I mean, we're
This is the episode. We're at the end of the episode.
Did we even talk about EDM at all?
I don't know.
A lot of crypto.
I'm just kidding.
To be fair though, and we always talk about this, is just like this is the type of content we wanted to talk about. It's just like fun stuff, talking with our friends. Like
No, I
the EDM stuff
totally-
is there.
Yeah,
Don't
well,
get me wrong.
I appreciate that, and that's like what I
Yeah.
try to do as well.
Yeah.
So.
Because
Love
you can honestly be interviewed any day of the week.
We want to humanize the DJs.
Yeah,
so.
of course.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not human, but the other ones that
Yeah.
the more normal ones.
You're just the
that-
dollar guy.
Yeah, yeah. no.
Dollar guy.
I'm pretty.
guy.
I'm pretty exceptional, but I'm glad you have other guys out there to humanize them a little bit.
Anyways, Jim, anything coming up?
Yeah.
Oh my god, we totally forgot.
Wow,
Yeah.
you go,
Well,
Jim.
when does this come
Thank you.
out?
I'm only
This goes out
March
March 27th.
an employee.
Okay, cool. I still have a bunch of shows on my baseline tour that I'm touring the country a bit, and I have like an LA show April 19th for the local peeps, which will be really dope.
Bring your green ski masks.
And ton of new music that just came out, and a song coming out around April 19th for the show is going to be the EP release.
Wow.
So yeah, ton of good stuff. Group chat. Make sure you follow Group Chat Club everywhere.
Make sure
follow
you go.
Go check it out. It's
The
actually
group
really
chat
fun.
LA next party will be the day after this comes out. So
Oh, dope.
Oh,
Come
perfect.
through.
It's like the last
gonna be
Thursday of
dope.
every month.
We
Wow.
have super.
She's a star employee.
It's not the last
bro.
Thursday every month. It's just a Thursday every not
A
a
Thursday.
specific one.
Play of the month right
But
there.
really good DJs on this one. I don't think I've told you who they
No.
are, but it's super cool lineup.
I'm gonna need to
Sick.
know.
Yeah.
You can find out on the Patreon.
Yeah,
See you
yeah, we already
there.
talked about it.
Yeah, he knows.
Well, if you guys didn't already know, we do have a Patreon that you can go check out. We actually shot a bonus segment with Jim already on that. So if you haven't gotten a chance already, go check that out. But
Go finish the rest of the episode there.
yeah.
We will be excited to see you.
Yeah, and but if you didn't already know that we had a Patreon, now you do, and you can go check that out. We have different tiers on there. We have been a lot more active with posting on there, so there's been a lot more bonus content that's been going up on the Patreon. We'll have everyone's names, all the patrons' names on screen as I'm saying this. But yeah, if you're already subscribed to the Patreon, thank you so much. We love you guys, and thank you for directly supporting us in that way. And even if you're not a part of the Patreon,
We still love you.
we still love you guys anyway. And yeah,
Smash that notification bell. Like,
you should have Jan do
subscribe. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning into the podcast. Make sure to like this video if you're watching it on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Leave a comment of whatever the question was at the beginning. I can't even remember because we talked about way too much stuff. Most embarrassing thing.
Regretful.
There we go.
Regret.
Regretful.
At
Oh
a
my
festival.
God. Wow.
ADHD brain.
And yeah, we'll see you guys over on the Patreon.
let us know also who you guys want to see next, and if you really want to see them, tag
Let us
tag
know.
them. No,
Yeah.
but also let them know. You know?
Yeah.
Let them know that you
Smart.
want to see them on.
Honestly,
on
Yeah.
share the episodes to that artist, because we've gotten some really awesome guests due to the fact that they saw another artist. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I saw some people asking for ISO Knock 2.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Breathe.
So.
Breathe.
Breathe.
Listen,
anyways.
listen, we're like mutual friends now, so like, there's no reason for me to be like super fangirl, but like, come on.
All right. Anyways, see you
you
guys in
there.
2 weeks. Goodbye.
Bye, toodles.